Olafini, Olray. Oh, my player didn't start up again. Alright, let's test the audio. Alright, let's test the audio. Alright, there's no crackling there, so that's good. I think we're good there. There's a smudge on my glasses that I can't seem to get. But yeah, no, well, come on in. We'll probably start off with some maps. There's only some spots that are saved up, so we'll see how it go with that. And yeah, we should have, I don't know if we have a full group or not, but we'll see what we can get and what we can do. Get your salad in before somebody else calls again. You know how they be. I think all the assets are, that's right thing. There goes Brady. Alright, so we'll get going here. Rosa said she would be here, so obviously she's got work and all that, but we'll save her a spot. I think I have all the maps that I have. What's going on, Cyberpunk Blair? Yeah, I only stream at this time of day on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's always Final Fantasy 14. Well, it's not always 14, but it's usually 14. Just because that's when our community gathers to do stuff. We usually do 14 on Sundays, but we use Tuesday and Thursdays a day to get people involved who don't normally get a chance to be around here at this time of the day, or at least on Sundays. So yeah. Just I know Franco wanted to come along. Brady, Finny, and again Ray. Obviously, you don't have to if you don't want to. But the spot is available to you if you want to come along. I can come along. I just need un momento. Okay, that's good. Take your time. We're in no rush. Reminder to get this done on your alts. We've got about a week left, so that's fine, but still. Hello, I'm on the phone, so I am muted. Gonna grab water, get that water. Get that drink. We're not gonna do full 3 hours of maps, obviously. This is supposed to be like an addendum, an addition, in addition to what we already do. To try and get maybe Rosa and Krister some mappage. Funsies. Yeah, so we'll just do that, and that's fine. We can get into that. Thank you, I am old. Beta is old though. Like he can't hear me right now, but he's fucking old. Like he lies about his age. He's actually like 105. Actually, wait, how's he on his phone? But he just ran off. What the fuck? What is this? What is this? Oh, he's on the phone. Gotcha. So wait. So when Beta said he's on the phone, I thought he meant that he was watching the stream on the phone. Not that he was actually talking on the phone, because who talks on the damn phone? Is mailbox go bloop? Yeah, you did. So we'll grab Ray. There she is. We changed our guild name. This is as close as I can get it to wizard shit without getting banned. So we're wizard stuff. But you know what it means. You know what it means. If you know, you know. I would answer this morning's email with the phone call. Imagine. Gross. Gross. We also got Nami Box, which will open when Nami's here. Because obviously Nami needs to be here for Nami Box. And I don't know, maybe we'll do like 90 minutes, or we do 3 per person, depending on how bad our entry is into the thingy, into the portals. Also, make sure you have a new Wondrous Tales if you're looking for Wondrous Tales, because you can get a bonus map out of it. Yay! So make sure you got that. I also need to do mine. You keep missing Wondrous Tales stuff. Yeah, I mean, well, you were away, right? So it's kind of wonky to get in there and get stuff in. They keep expiring. Yeah, I mean, it's Wondrous Tales, right? Unless we line up the crew and we're like, okay, we're gonna do it on Tuesday. Let's go. It sort of slips my mind too. I've missed a couple, as well as a couple of other things that I was meant to do. Oh, big yawn. I stopped doing them again. Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair, Ray. I get that. I just haven't cared all that much about it. Yeah, I mean, it's an extra map, right? If we were doing map groups, then obviously we need maps. So that's the reason why I would do it. Not like I need to level anything up, or the constant reminder of the failures of of Wondrous Tales. Having lunch at least? Nice, Beta. What are you having lunch? What's your birthday lunch? Also, happy birthday. Even for the MGP reward, I mean, MGP reward is pretty legit. 50 grand is salad. Nice. Mimi also having salad. Just as I put the salad down, somebody called her. And wouldn't stop talking. As one does. Yanchuk! Yan. Yan Horn. Back up to 40 mil. Somebody bought one. Yeah, anything under 30, under 40 is being bought out. Yeah, mini yen, 8.9 mil. I don't think this is, I mean, I guess it is selling. Jeez. What about Gimme? Gimme Cat. 4.7, that is up. That is unfortunate. That was below 4 million earlier in the week. Oh well, it'd be like that. Yeah, well, I mean, you get the map regardless. It's just if you get 9 stickers, you get a map for free. So that's just base. You can take the poetics or the cash if you want, but the map is baseline free. As long as you complete it and you get your 9 stickers, you get a map. Congrats. It's been so long since you. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Like I said, it's just one of those things. It's not necessarily at the top of my list of things to do, that's for sure. But yeah, no, we'll get going in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll play it by ear. Beta's out on maps. I don't know if Krister wants to do maps. But we'll let people populate and then take it from there. My ear. My ears. So I mean no, I'll give it a second. If you need a body, I will go, but I don't have anything to add. I mean, well, it's just maps. We don't necessarily need bodies. It's just a matter of if you want to come along and all that. I don't even have a gatherer set. There is a script set, but obviously you need gear in order to get scripts. It's a vicious cycle, honestly. Man, I should be streaming Elite Dangerous, apparently. Coming every Tuesday, Elite Dangerous. Thanks for you too, if you want. Have the tones for a set, but okay, whenever you want. Whenever you want, Franco. I don't know what Brady needs and what Brady doesn't need. I know Brady needs abrasives. But like, there are a lot of leftover materials. Don't know if you want them now or in FC Bank. You can give it to me now if you want. Let me go bank first. That way I don't cross-contaminate. Versus a bitch, 58,000 purple scripts. That's what it takes for the full set. That's full set, by the way. So we do have these excess mats. These are all mats that I put in here. These are all extra, but I don't know what Brady's using, what Brady isn't using. So, but there is excess because it doesn't use that much. Cordia sap can go there. That can go there. And also, if nobody makes any of this, I will process these materials myself and make the
Beta Flame 00 gifted a T1
that.
sub to that Franco kid.
Thank you, Beta, for your generosity. Thank you for gifting Franco a gift sub. Let me know which one to vote for. Beta, or you would defer to Franco for Franco to vote. Up to you. So thank you. Appreciate that. Franco, enjoy your ad previewing for the next 30 days. Courtesy of Beta Flame. Beta. Alright, these are toe mats. Got it. Not quite 30 days. 30 days, you should read that again. How much is it? They reduced it again? Did they reduce the timer? Oh, 6 months. Jesus, I can't count. I'm a streamer. Franco, enjoy your half a year of my bullshit if you want to. You still only get one vote though. That's a vote per month guaranteed because of Beta. Thank you, Beta. That's a lot. Thank you. I didn't even notice, man. Potatoes. I can't believe Franco just betrayed Cowie like that. Potatoes it is. Poor Mimi. Potatoes up to 53. And potatoes really pulling away. The mighty potat. What are you doing for? Whenever somebody subs, resubs, all that good stuff, ammo, they get to vote for my cooking streams. I do a cooking stream once a month. Been doing it for a couple of years now. And so, yeah. So in September, we're doing either corn or potatoes. What specifically? We'll figure it out. We'll play that by ear. I got plenty of potatoes upstairs. I can get some corn easy enough. So that'll be easy enough to do. That's a PvP mount. Mount Mini. I got one of them already. This is the Falcon Blue Gop Tank. Scallop potatoes are thing. Potato cakes.
Solu 9 hey.
Hola, Ava. Thank you very much for that resub. Thank you as well. 43-month streak, Ava. Thank you very much. Let me know what you want to vote for. Hopefully, you've been doing well. Hopefully, you've been doing the thing as well as you can. I've saw video of someone making pupusas with potato instead of flour. Yep. I mean, that's similar to what I've been seeing, Finny. It's not necessarily, they don't call it pupusas because pupusas are a very specific thing from El Salvador. But the same process. You take the potato, you make a mash, you add a little bit of flour, some egg. You get a bunch, you flatten it out, you put a filling in it, and then you cover it over, and then you flatten it out again, and then you fry it. So, just a equivalent food item? Yeah. No, it's very good. Olena Shay, can't wait to decorate your mansion. We'll see about that. I have been consumed with crafting. No, nice! And the medic, how is your set coming along, Ava? How is your set coming along? Please tell me about your crafting and your gear. Potatoes. Narshe's here. Persuade Troll Broom. Hola, Narshe. I hope today went well. Or, not bad. We'll settle for not bad. Another vote for potatoes. Thank you, though, Ava. I appreciate you. Hopefully, you're in melding hell. Oh, no. That is... Yeah, I get it. I think when Solo managed to continue his streaming career long enough for Silksong to finally goddamn release. Are you gonna play it, Varsity? I'm not a huge Hollow Knight fan because I'm terrible at those games. But if you so desire, hopefully it's good news for Silksong fans. Hey, has somebody checked in on Sev? Is Sev okay? Is Sev doing okay considering the announcement of Silksong? Narshe, since you're home, you can come do maps with us if you want. You never played the first one? Me either. Seb was the first person I thought of. Yeah, same. That's gonna be his legacy with me. Is just his love for Hollow Knight and wanting Silk Song. That's the first thing I thought of. Speaking of melding hell, I did some math. Your crafter's melds costed you 12 million. Yeah, I mean it can be that severe, ammo. If you don't work a lot of stuff in advance, it's a giant pain in the ass. So I get it. That is a lot of money. Though hopefully you can recover quick enough. It'll get you through to 8.0, so you're good. Laughing because joining you is so funny. I see. No, because you hate maps and everything about maps, and just ew, gross cooties. You're surprised they announced a full release in just 2 weeks. I mean, they must. I mean, it's been in the works, right? They were waiting specifically for this time to do that, so not too surprising. You see, your bestie and I decided he would get both our gathering melds, and I would get our crafting, but he's ahead. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing, and here's how I did it, Ava. I've been farming Moo Cow tickets since Dawn Trail release. Since first thing that Brady and I found out about them, I've been farming Moo Cow tickets, and so all my custom deliveries have gone into orange scripts because I'm a lazy bitch. That way I can get Moo Cow tickets. But what that means is that I had over 600 of each material for gathering because of the excessive amount of scripts that I had. So that helped out a lot with gathering. Gathering was significantly easier for me than crafting was. So maybe your bestie worked it out that way as well. Solo, I'm willing to trade my ability to get saves in maps for your ability to get... Yeah. No thanks, I'm good. I'm good. Though, to be fair, we had the same luck as you did in regards to getting kicked out. Narshay, are you blessing us with our map group? You should have kept doing that. Yeah, so that made... Unfortunately, you can only get Moo Cow tickets with gathering scripts, right? You can't get it with crafting scripts. So that helped me out a lot. I didn't do my Spirit Bond farm, and I know I'm going to regret it. Mira, Franco, the material I put in the guild bank are for you and Brady. When it comes time to meld, and since you're doing gathering first, I literally have hundreds in there. Not of everything, but you shouldn't have to worry too much about gathering material. Again, I've got another year and a half to make more material. It's gonna happen. He said he never sells material, so he hoarded it. Same. I never sell it. Unless it's like 10s or 12s, because I'm not gonna use those anymore. But the 12s I put into the guild bank. That way Franco and Breda can use them, because I don't need them anymore since I'm max melded. Max is down for maps? Okay. Can Max not type? Can Max not... Can Max speak? I saw battle material and you ignored me when I said so. I wish Max was here. Yeah, has anybody seen Max? Is Max okay? Can we do a wellness check on Max? I miss him. Sometimes like I can still hear him typing to me. And he's on the verge of... Oh, fuck, I forget the name of that emote. On the verge that... No, that's the wrong emote! That's not a cat emote. I mean, that is a cat emote. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. You saw battle materials in the 0.4 patch? Yeah. Yeah, because we're not getting 12s anymore than at that point, right? So may as well dump them. And it's easy enough to get a couple here and there. Oh, Jesus. I was talking to Rosa last night, and she sent me a full-on image of Athena doing the sideways thing. I just got jump scared. By Athena. Athena, my beloved. Mother of the year. Literally that one. He also probably spirit bonded. I didn't realize until yesterday I couldn't spirit bond crafting when the discrepancy between my primary tool, eye level, and the rest of the gear is too big. Yeah. Yeah, it's something to account for because we're now going to 3-star, right? So 3-star versus 2-star, it's okay. It's not the best, but legendary gathering helps that a lot. But yeah, Ava, that sucks. If I have any spare material, I will see what I can do to help you out. What's going on, Laura? Selling battle material is such a good moneymaker. It is. And since I'm going to be max melding gear, I'm not too fussed because, again, I have over 1,000 clusters again. Make your primary tools because of relics. That's fair. I still need to finish those, Ava. I've gone back to the moon here and there, but I haven't finished my all my rocks. I have some of them. You want your Yan mounds? Come and get it, Wolfie, for my cold dead hands. I've got one. Nope, that's the wrong thing. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is this here? That's a black mage weapon. Gotcha. If you insist. That's sent me a picture of her character. Yes, she sent me the same one. That's what we were talking about. Finny, about how she should take screenshots of herself, like poking her hand through the hole and all that. I said she should just stick her whole ass head right through the thing and be looking at him. And she was like big Athena energy. And that's why that Athena picture is there. You never make your alchemy tool from you at least last night, so I can spirit bond. Nice. That is, it does help spirit bonding. Also, don't forget there are spirit bond potions you can consume, Ava. They help a lot. They help a lot. Not immense glory hole, Jesus Christ. I sent her a message, so she'll join us obviously when she can. She's working and all that, so when she gets ready, we could do 1 or 2. We can do. I will teleport us there since I am the one starting us off here. Oh no, I'm being written up by Narshay. No, he's posting about how 2 more people left my FC. You're wasting them. I mean, it's okay. You'll get there, Ava. We really don't need it until 7.4 anyway, so it's fine. I am right here. You're at 7.35 now. We're almost there, Wolfie. It's almost September, so that'll be 7.31, which means we'll get, at the very least, the new Allied Society and stuff. So that'll be good. But yeah, obviously, Deep Dungeon. So stop bidding on things and not winning, or we'll run out of people. When it's just you and me, Narshay, then we'll get a mansion. Screw the moon. It's not a moon, it's a planet, Wolfie. Respect the planet. What button even is it? Sorry, here we go. There it is. That's the wrong button. I was looking at the maps. If nobody response needs. Okay, so the only spot was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have NS. And we don't have any of the regulars. So yeah, you can come along. I don't see why not. The last spot is reserved for Rosa. So saving that. But NS can't join us today, so that is unfortunate. He melded that tool too. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, that's the starting point, right? Especially since you have to make the new alchemics, whatever the fuck they're called, the item. That checks out. So you should get a lot of goodness out of that. And speaking of goodness that you should be getting out of that, I don't know what the fuck that means. But speaking of goodness, friend, don't leave. Commanders, give me a second. Hear me out. If today was the first day of Psyches, go follow my bestie. There's a follow button there in the chat. If you didn't follow her already, you can just click that button. You can follow her to see when she goes live. She normally streams Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 7 a.m. Eastern. And go hang out. Obviously, Elite Dangerous back on the menu. It is a game that we've both played for a very long time. I have to redo all my ships. I don't know why. Here's the thing. Psyche and I had an undying love for the Alliance Chieftain and that model, but we never got it to work. So I need to redo all my ships. I'm giving up on those ships, and I'll be giving, I guess, the new ship a shot to see what it's like. But yeah, no, welcome on board, everybody. Hopefully, again, you enjoy yourselves over Psyches. Go hit the follow button, go follow Bestie Psyche, and we'll see you back here, ideally, on her stream tomorrow. Currently playing some Stalker. I sold a bunch of modules just now. Turns out I had 1,000,000 prismatic shields. I mean, it's kind of, you can't go wrong with prismatics. They're very powerful. Obviously, you need the full kit for them, but they're very good. They're very good modules. So I understood why you hoarded. I'm in the wrong spot, son of a. Are we down there where Brady is? And I'm just over here dicking around. Sorry, I'm in a group here, and I'm in the wrong spot. All the 6A prismatic shields. Yeah, I mean, you need them for every single grade, right? Because you never know what kind of ship you're going to want to roll. Oh, look, Ray and Braid over here, like that dumbass is in the wrong spot. But yeah, I've reinstalled Elite. I've loaded it up, as you saw earlier there if you were there for a stream. Psyche had to come rescue me because I used the escape pod inside our squadron fleet carrier. I didn't know what it did, so I hit the button. It turns out it sent me back to the last safe spot that I was at, and no ship. So I would have had to wait 15 minutes for my Imperial cutter to arrive. And sees lever, pulls lever. Exact. Thank you, Beta, for the biddies. Exactly, Osric. So I hit the button, and Psyche had to come and rescue me, just like she does 4 days a week. She goes live at 7 a.m. Eastern. Bestie, go take care of yourself. Go get some food. Go pet some cats. Thank you for, obviously, the raid and the stream, and for rescuing my dumb ass from Bresnik Station. But yeah, I'm going to have to go back in there tonight and see what I can do in regards to ships and setting up ships properly, because I also have a ton of prismatics. Look, I have 8 billion credits. Well, I had 8 billion credits. I'm down to 6.6 because I threw 2 billion at the squadron. That way the upkeep can be kept up. Ooh, a Chocobo Chick Fountain. That's new. I don't care. Alright, everybody get inside my hole. Man, if only Psyche had raided right now. Speaking of going inside my hole, the segue I could have had, unfortunate. It's a portal. We're going through the portal. It's just, I'm responsible for that portal. It is my portal, so we have fun with that. That's where that comes from. I had to get that achievement because you don't play this game. That's why, Norshay. Yeah, again, gonna have to redo my ships. Gonna have to redo, liquidate some assets. Not because I need money. Again, we were talking about this the other day. The money in Elite doesn't really mean much anymore. If you have enough for some ship or two, you're good. So at 6 billion, 6.6 billion, I'm kind of okay on money. I don't really have to stress too much about ships. I've maxed out my engineering. I've got prismatics coming out my ears over at Jameson. So, but I'll go back to Jameson. I'll build a new ship. I'm creating my exploration ship, so getting around is no. Oh, it's gonna do the thing. On the left-hand side, it's gonna tick down. We're gonna get a big pink diamond. Or I could go fuck myself, and we're not getting that at all. Oh. But yeah, so this is Final Fantasy 14. Obviously, if you're part of Psyche's community, we're usually playing this, but we might sneak in some more Elite Dangerous days. My biggest problem is that I haven't played Elite in about 3 years, so I don't remember how to play. So need to get used to that. Someone was kind enough to send a HOTAS at me, so I've never played with the HOTAS, so that's going to be an experience to learn how to use that. But I'll be full. I'm not saying I'm going to be like, I'm going to put another 2,000 hours into Elite Dangerous like I already have. But, doesn't hurt to pop in. And I think that's Psyche's general stance right now is, maybe, once or twice a week, get into not necessarily a stream thing. Get back to working on the factions and keeping our systems up and our systems. So it should be some more fun with the Dangerous coming our way. At least through Psyche, just vibe with it. Yeah, but it's also kind of difficult, right? Because, look, listen, Osric, you know the business. You know the business, and obviously the last couple days, there's a little bit of a trap there, and it's kind of difficult to blame anyone for it. So, metrics aside, it'll be fun to just go back in and hang out. And then Psyche can use limpets to steal all my fucking rocks from under me when I'm trying to mine. And oh yeah, let's wing up, bestie. Let's go out there together and hang out. Oh, where'd all my diamonds go, Psyche? That was literally like 8 years ago. I parked the ship once and called it a day. It took me 20 minutes. That sounds about right. You know what I do? You know what I do? I don't care, by the way. Varsity, if I don't get a rescue out of this, Not bitter, not at all. If I get kicked out, it's a slot machine. This is a new bit of content. Wait a minute. No, failed. I'm not varsity. I don't get rescued. So Lou, I saw a post and it made me want to ask, was Fu, she was a basic human. Basic human. Fu was just a run-of-the-mill human because there were no Thailanders. She was a little, want me to ban varsity? No, don't ban varsity. It's fine. But yeah, no, definitely have to rebuild. I've thought about other aspects of the game, like the AFK type 10 for combat, because I'm elite in two categories: exploration and the money-making deal. I forget what it's called. I'm competent at combat, so I need to work on combat. So maybe I'll, outside of the AFK type 10 build, maybe just building something else and actually going out there and finding fights to get involved in. I saw a post of someone recovering their 1.0 character and making them an aura from a Miko, and people were joking about how fun it is to make their 1.0 character races that weren't available back then. Yeah, it is neat. Obviously, everything's complete. Somebody's gone. Brady's gone this way. Let's go find Brady. Hola, Antonio. I have nothing to say here. Just like your hairline. Nothing. Wow. What's going on, Antonio? I hope you're doing well. Good morning. But yeah, no, so it's you essentially, I forget, I'm being honest, it's been like 5 years now. I forget the process I had to go through, but I think obviously I couldn't, no, because she was just a regular human. She was a Midlander. She was like default Midlander 01. So I just fed her a Fantasia, because obviously the Fantasias were there and free, and made her a Thailander. I just woke up. My brain is on dial-up. I can hear this sound for dial-up in my head, Antonio. Buenos dias. Hopefully you had a good rest. Whomst is here. Finney's map is here. Okay, thank you, Brady. But yeah, I only have 4 ships. I still have my Sidewinder that you start off with. I have my one of the crates, Phantom, I believe, for exploration, and my Imperial Cutter, and the Alliance Chieftain Commander. I forget what it's called, but that one's going away for sure tonight. Just so that I can get a proper feel for my resources and then reset up again, since we have a thing. I think I can leave a ship on the squadron fleet carrier, right? So maybe I'll leave a ship there, just for whatever purposes. Not, so when I did have my own carrier at one point, and when I had that carrier, I essentially used it to haul around my cutter, because my cutter was built for combat. It wasn't built for jumping very far. So maybe I'll put the cutter on the squadron fleet carrier, and then just use one of the super long range jump ships to get to it, so that I can. But then, do I want it? I mean, I'm assuming if I leave a cutter on there, it's going to take up a big slot. I don't know. I haven't thought about Elite Dangerous since Saki stopped playing it, because I stopped playing before she stopped playing. I was about to say, we get kicked out on the first one. Oh, okay, Lesser Notion. But yeah, I need to rethink everything and get to Jameson for all of my prismatics and other engineered parts, because I have a lot of engineered parts just sat there doing nothing. Also, for Lily, so you're here for me, Dangerous. Did I hear right? The new ship is essentially a pretty solid one for hauling. I remember somebody said they had like 1,200 storage on there. So I guess I'll have to give that ship a go and see what I can do with it. Birdland Ruins, the worst possible PvP map. Yep. They took it away for 2 years, Antonio, and they made it worse. They actually made it worse, which is saying something, because they literally took our map away. And then they gave us that. Can you imagine what it's going to be like when we get that one Rival Wings map back? Because they took away one of our Rival Wings maps years ago, and we still haven't gotten it back. So what's gonna happen? The OG was, I don't know if that was way better. They were both trash. They were both not very good. But this one removed in like 2016. Really? Jesus. The new Rival Wings map is just gonna install League of Legends on your PC. God. You know what? At this point, I would take it over regular Rival Wings. I don't like Rival Wings. It's just, there's a PvP mode here that's essentially, is it called a MOBA? That style of game? It's kind of like a MOBA in a MMO. So you can imagine how that plays. It's not exactly what I would call popular either. But I am an achievement hunter. Ow, my body! So I do need to get in there and do stuff for it, but it's like I keep hoping that the new map will come out and we'll get something halfway there. That is a big fall. Don't want to be there. Over here, maybe? Oh, nailed it. You know, I never played League of Legends. And if I'm being honest, I don't think I'd enjoy it from what I've seen of the game. But the new Riot MMO, that's supposedly a thing. If it's anything like that, what was that one game we were playing on fucking the Steam iteration of that format, Franco? I think that's the closest we've ever gotten to it. And I'm like, yeah, Deadlock. And I'm like, eh. I mean, we'd be playing Frontline if it gave no XP and had not daily roulette. I think you're right. It'd be just as bad as Thingy, which is unfortunate because I like Frontlines, even if it is bullshit. Oh, where are we? We're out of mana. All right. You mean when Psyche tricked me into playing a MOBA? Yes. Psyche was like, Franco, you want to play a game, Franco? And Franco was like, I'm down to play with the homies, and then we were playing a MOBA. It's okay, it be like that. I think the next community game is going to be Enshrouded and V Rising, as well as some of that sweet Battlefield 6 in early October. I'm not huge on Battlefield. I've never played a Battlefield until Psyche's was like, hey, you should come play Battlefield. I was like, okay, let's go play Battlefield. And then I'm like, why do I keep dying? Like, it doesn't matter what I do, I just keep dying. And she's like, that's just how the game plays, don't worry about it. I was like, okay. But as I understand it, Zabe is one of those crazy yahoos who gets like 50 kills and 2 deaths per thing because he's up in a helicopter. So I look forward to being in Zabe's helicopter ride. It should be fun. Make sure you roll. Oh, I already rolled on the loop. Alright, so yeah, so this is essentially, you have a map, you go out to where the map tells you to go. It's a little part of the map, so you actually have to find it. It's a little bit of a puzzle. And then there's a 40% chance, I believe is the normal number, to get into a portal. That portal takes you into this instance. There's two types of instances. This is a slot machine instance. You hit the button, see what you get. Sometimes you get kicked the fuck out. But there's 5 total levels. If you get to the 5th level 20 times, you get a title and achievement points, and it's essentially, it's one of those things they're fairly sought after. The loot here is all cosmetics mostly. This is how you get the really good in-game cosmetics. And so we're out here trying to get some of the goods for the folks because not everybody has a chance to do this during the day. So we're here to do it. It must be 25%, 50% normally, 30% on these, I believe. I couldn't tell you the numbers. I just remember 40% from years ago. That's the number I stick to in my head. But I would say what Sandra said. But yeah, we're trying to get in there. We're trying to get credit for things. Also, there's a Yan mount, which is a saucy little ram. The Yan from Final Fantasy IX, if you're familiar with it. It's a cute little ram with googly eyes. So we're trying to get it as a mount. It was just added. It's incredibly valuable. I've got the minion from it. I'm currently using the PvP minion because it's my little guy. It's my child. It's my son. They're very combative. But yeah, like any MMO, you have to find your fun, right? This game offers a wide variety of options in regards to content you can do, from combat to raiding to PvP. It's got a lot going on, despite what content creators would tell you. So I'm just out here collecting, trying to get more of the goods. I haven't completed everything. Please roll on the loot that we may proceed. How do you know that name? I was there, Nershay, watching. I think I have enough time to sync back into 14. Let me go download it again. Nice, Geo. Nice. I mean, again, the story, and also this is a story-based game. The story for this game is phenomenal. It is probably the best story told in any Final Fantasy. I said it. I played most of them. I'm familiar with them. So it does an incredible job, and the latest expansion was solid. Again, pacing issues abound, but that's just Square Enix of late, apparently. Dawntrail enjoyer. I am a Dawntrail enjoyer. I thought it was pretty good. Not great, not perfect, but I thought it wasn't the death of this game. Despite, again, what content creators will tell you. So this is one of those. It's not as big as World of Warcraft. Never has been. It achieved some pretty solid success though. But like most games, and Elite Dangerous isn't any different in this regard. This game currently is on a streak of having content creators, some of the bigger ones, farming metrics with negativity, and that's usually the case. There's a lot of hyperbole, and also it's not to say the opinions are valid. This game has some very valid criticisms, and it does need some attention to those criticisms. But when you're also farming metrics with negativity for the sake of negativity, the most recent expansion has probably been the biggest expansion to receive that kind of treatment. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. We've gotten some of the best content that this game has gotten to date in regards to what they provided us. It's just, again, it's been paced very badly. Like it is not conducive to being super enjoyable, and it's just a shame that because of those types of things, like being drip fed the content, that it's suffering because of that. It's unfortunate, but here we are, getting kicked out again. The story's still good, and I always feel like when I'm in deep into work, I don't have the brain power to truly appreciate it. It's a lot of story. There's a lot going on, Gia, so I don't blame you for that there for sure. There do be a lot going on. So obviously having the bandwidth to be able to appreciate the story and consume it when you're able to actually have that bandwidth for it is that's smart. It's not going anywhere. It's an MMO. It's a very, very successful MMO. So it's not going anywhere. And also, if you are interested, there is a free trial to this game that goes up to level 70. The cap is with level 100. But you can consume the entire story for the base game, Heaven's Ward, and Stormblood, the first 2 expansions, for free of cost. You can just go in there. Obviously, there's some limitations. It is a trial to a subscription-based MMO. But yeah, and also I think the thing I like the most, and this has spoiled me, this is why I may never play another MMO ever again. You can do everything on one character. It's not like World of Warcraft or EverQuest or other MMOs where you do everything. If you want to play a mage, you have to roll a mage. You want to play a paladin, you have to roll a paladin. Different classes and all that. Here you get one character, does it all. Crafting, gathering. You can see here on my character sheet. You're in post AR, yeah. And that is the little bit of a slow part, but if it's your first time ever doing it, it's not that slow. But as you can see, you can play. I've played all these classes to the cap. They're all level 100. All the tanks, all the melee DPS, all the healers, all the physical ranged, all of it level 100. So you can do it all in one character. Crafters and gatherers, they are their own classes in this game, with their own storylines. Some of them quite exceptional too. It's a shame because they actually have their own rotations and everything for crafters and gatherers and how you build things. It's this entire massive system. Ooh, Elder Imagining, very nice. But by far, some of the best stories to be had are behind crafter and gatherer gear. Sorry, quests. But again, if you like, I mean, look, listen, if you play Elite Dangerous, you obviously like tedious games. I know I do. If you've done your engineering in Elite Dangerous, then the crafting here won't bother you very much. And it's actually quite good. Solo Imagining, not a hairline, that's for fucking sure. But you have to be killed in sequence. They don't have to, but if you do, you get more goods for doing it. Oh, that was the wrong button. Oops. But yeah, Gio, hopefully you get back in the swing of it. Hopefully you can get in there and enjoy the story, because damn. As for myself, I'm currently playing a Black Mage. I'm playing this class in particular because it is one of the better classes for area of effect damage. As you can see here, we're getting a wide variety of monsters, not just one or two. And so being able to do big area damage is a benefit. And also, I cast Fireball. What more do you want? Fireball! Do. That's still stuck in my head, by the way. Every single day, I hear Saki's voice saying that. Okay, nice. So we get kicked out if there's 3 broken diamonds. If you get one of literally anything else that isn't a broken diamond, you're allowed to stay. The yen that we're looking for in particular requires 3 chests. So think of it as hitting a jackpot. You need to hit the big jackpot in order to get the yen. And you're not even guaranteed the yen. You can get a yen minion, which again, the minions are persistent. They walk around with you. Very cute. An amazing haircut. Jesus Christ, Narshade. Don't even mention that. Getting that from level 5 was the worst thing ever. The slot machines are still rigged. Oh, 100%. 100%, Sandra. No way they are not. No, the suck. But yeah, it plays like an it is an MMO, so it plays like, you know, World of Warcraft, stuff along those lines of the modern MMO, the Holy Trinity, where you have your tank, your healer, your DPS, that sort of thing. So that's how the game plays. Right now we have Franco on Warrior. We have a couple of healers playing White Mage and Astrologian, and some DPS. We have been to the very end 3 times in about 60 maps. so the percentage is not exactly very kind. There's a very, very small chance that if you get 3 broken diamonds, you still get rescued and you get to stay inside. We haven't seen it. When we fail, we fail. But I have seen it happen twice now to other people who are more blessed than I am, I suppose. But the flip side to that is we've also gone to the Yans twice. So that's always a very, very good flip side, because we're in it for the Yans. It just would be nice if we didn't get kicked out all the time. Mine is to the south. Mine's is down here. That is me. Franco is, there we go, right there. So not much you can do about it. It's all RNG. There's literally no reason or rhyme to it. You hit the button and then you pray to whatever it is you believe in, and hope that you are allowed to progress to the next point. Equally, when you have a system like that, ultimately it just means that if you throw enough attempts at it, you'll eventually achieve what you want and get what you want. So you just have to be persistent and not get bored or burn out before you get to your goals. Which is the tricky part. And also there is another max level map that was introduced at the start of the expansion. That map can put you anywhere except for the zone that we're currently in. Hey, look, it's the tree that Beta wanted. And it's a different system. In that system, you get 2 doors and you have to pick a door, and then you go through the door. If you succeed. If you fail to unlock the door, you get kicked out. Wow, Narshay got another achievement. Wow, Narshay, you're so good at this game. Oh my god. Tree. But as for today so far, not a lot of luck in regards to... Oh, respin? Respin, what are we gonna get? That's fine. It did give us a greater fancy though. Oh no, not him. Not this dude. Old Bitter Eye. It's not the Vault Vegetators. Where's number 2's over there? Number 3's over there. They're already almost at number 4 is over there. Alright, number 5, you're about to die. The one downside to this class though is that I have cast times. A lot of skills are sometimes instant cast, and I do have a fair few of those myself. But not always easy to... Oh, come on. Not always easy to get a cast off and kill stuff because everything dies fast. You found this modular door at a thrift store. That just hangs off of a shelf or desktop, and I need 3 more now to complete my desk. Ooh. Sounds interesting mechanically. Oh, also, because I just remembered, for those of you who are the regulars here, I do normally stream at 6 p.m. Eastern, so we'll be doing another stream tonight. Playing some Cyberpunk, finishing, potentially, the Cyberpunk DLC, Phantom Liberty. But, as it turns out, our stove tomorrow, the one that's being delivered tomorrow, we're getting a brand new stove. Brand new stove, range, the whole deal. The estimated time of delivery for tomorrow is 7 p.m. Atlantic to 10 p.m. Atlantic. I stream from 7 p.m. Atlantic to 10 p.m. Atlantic. So, Night Stove, it's in the middle. Their entire thing is literally my entire stream window. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Ozric, we got a new stove last month. It hasn't worked out in our favor. The model is not very good. It was jumping up from the stove. You know, I can lift it, Osric. I could get that fucking stove down here to the basement and then back up into the kitchen. I just don't want to. I could set up a camera, I suppose. This is my stove. Or people can see the new stove on our cooking stream in September as well. Which, stove assembly stream. Thankfully, I don't have to assemble anything. We're gonna have them install it, and that way we don't void the warranty and all that. But yeah, so we already had one stove in. It was jumping 50 degrees randomly. It would go from, if I tried to go over 400 degrees, it would underheat us. So it would go from I wanted 380 because my bread that I cook at is 380 degrees Fahrenheit, and it would stay around 350 or 340. But if I tried to crank it to over 400 degrees, it would jump up to 450, 500 degrees every single time. So we got them to replace it because like, this is a brand new stove. We have the warranty. We just got the warranty. Let's swap it out. The amount of bread I burned, Osric, I was so mad. And all right, so we swapped it out. Same model. The new model came in. It wasn't quite as bad. It was still undercooking us and then jumping to 500 degrees instead of 450. Even more dangerous. And then it also had a buzzing sound. It was pulsing. It had like a little faint ringing. If you got closer, you could hear it. So, but the ringing would stop if I turned the oven light on. So, and that's the only way to get the pulsing sound to stop. So we're like, you know what? Maybe this model isn't for us. So we sent it back, and we're just getting a whole new one on thing. And I am going to be teaching Psyche how to make her own bread. So I'm excited for that. It's relatively cheap. And maybe one day Psyche will do it. I've been trying to listen. Full disclosure, we do a lot of our talking. Granted, it's a lot of shit talking, but we also talk a lot about our streams, the business and all that, moderation, blah 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 blah. I've been trying to get her to do a cooking stream for the longest time. So ideally, one day we will have a Psyche baking stream when she's comfortable doing that, and then yeah, so we'll get to baking. Baking, good. I enjoyed it a lot. My father was a baker, and so I've apparently later on in life taken it up. So Lou, I saw the Yan Mount. You didn't win. Oh, at least you saw it though. That sucks to Don. I wish you would have won it. Now you have me worried because I never tested the new stove. I just assumed it works. I mean, that was the assumption, Franco. the assumption was ovens work out the box, right? So I went to bake normally, and my bread came out like hockey pucks. I was like, okay, what the fuck? What's wrong? What's up with por qué? Why? ¿Dónde? ¿Quién? Whomst? Mamonite! Yay! Alright, everybody. Inside my hole. All 7 of you. So like, okay, that's weird. I had 2 batches of bread, so I put in the second batch, and the second batch was done in about 15 minutes instead of 27 minutes. So I was like, that ain't it. So I ordered a thermometer from Amazon, make sure that it worked, and then, yeah, no. I stopped eating bread, really, so I almost never cook it other than for special occasions. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm not huge on bread. I bake one batch of like 12 buns once a week on Saturdays because Kawi loves bread. So, and I love it too, so why not? A little bit of bread. I had to make a lovely Stilton and cranberry bread for Christmas. Ooh. Listen, cranberry, any kind of bread with cranberry in it? Yes, please. Gotta save your sanity. See, I should win the Yan mount on the market board. I mean, honestly, Antonio, you got the money for it. I think it's just under 40 million. Or at 40 million for the Yan. So if you can find it on sale, yeah. It's a very good mount. It's one of the mounts that changes with your race size. So Lalas have a tiny Yan. It's worryingly good. Of that I have no doubt. Wait, did we kill number 4 already? No, 4's right there. We did it. Let's go. If corn somehow makes a comeback, see water boiled corn on the cob. Please tell me more. As in, I boil my corn with seawater. Are you trying to tell me that water of the sea is out there right now? It's just free? Would I have to go out there with buckets? I've never tried that. Hola, Zabes. Thank you for the egg. Listen, we got a couple of weeks until cooking stream, so it's fine. Corn could make a comeback. We got a couple of weeks. You know what's going to happen. We got plenty of resubs to go. Let's just have a beach boil. Finney was trying to get me to do a Cajun boil as well, which I've never partaken in. Here's my question though, Finney, for the Cajun boil. Is the Walmart shrimp a bonus? Or can I omit it? I don't know if there's shrimp in it to begin with, but... You rolled a 6, Don? Brutal, dude. Brutal. That's unfortunate though. Hopefully you get to see it again. I mean, make sure you don't get the content. But that's what I'm talking about. Make sure you roll on the music scroll, friends. I think the Cajun seasoning is strong enough to cancel out the radiation. I mean, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I want to risk the Walmart shrimp. As it turns out, a lot of Walmart shrimp is radiated, so you shouldn't be eating it. It's not. And every time, without fail, the Mandras spawn as I'm tab targeting to one of the original mobs, and I blast the queen with the full power of Nidhogg. as one does. As one does, Max. Shrimp, crab, and sausage. Oh, tell me less. Tell me less. I do have a sizable pot. I wouldn't call it big. It's my pozole pot. That's where I make my pozole. Pozole. I think some people put meatballs in it too. I mean, the point is to mix up the seafood and a meat product, right? So I ain't mad at meatballs. I love me good meatballs. Ads over. Sorry, friends. Welcome back. We do run 3 minutes worth of ads at the top of the hour. It kills pre-roll ads. Pre-roll ads are one of the biggest blocks. No, my body against growth for a channel. So that's how we do it. That's how Twitch works. I don't get a lot out of it, if I'm being honest with you. But it does kill pre-roll ads. It's just 3 minutes at the top of the hour. You're not missing much. Just us talking about food as we do. Welcome back. Thank you for your patience. Is that a service you provide, though, Max? Blasting someone in the face with the full power of Nidhogg? The ones that have hard-boiled eggs in it? Ooh. Eggy. Egg. Hola, Nami. How's it going, Nami, Mommy? Nami, the darndest thing happened. It's kind of weird. A box showed up on my desk. Kind of strange. What happened? It's a box. What's inside the box? I don't know. Here's a smaller boil. That's just a boil in a bag. Probably. I'd have to do a smaller batch for sure. I don't necessarily have the massive box. They after all they do call me Solu of the not so massive pots. What color would you like, Gio? Green for Nami. Got it. Let me get this fight down, because don't want to get blasted here. First, regular cooked sausage, some seafood if you want, and the veggies that are all steamed and cooked, and then you just make a Cajun butter sauce. A Cajun butter sauce. Interesting. I think let's fire a laser. It's a gimme cat. I do love me the gimme cat. Scream for money. Almost got blasted. Don't get blasted live in 2K compressed down to 1080p because it's Twitch. Alright, Chess, what you got for us? Nothing. Love it. Let's go. I only want progress. Give me level 5. That's all I care about. All I care about is level 5. The boil and bags are good, but definitely not as good as... Oh, no. I mean, the true boil. Alright, Nami sent me a box. Nami's here on her lunch break, I think. So, I will open it as we go. Nice. Fuck you, game! Man, the game's so soon dead. I don't pay attention to it for a second, no? Okay, I'm not opening it. I'll open it later on. Mom needs to be here? Okay, she's upstairs in a meeting. Alright, so evening stream then. Evening stream. Too late. I already cut into the tape, Nami. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? You can come over here and take your box away? I'll fight you. I don't know why they got... Why they got so aggressive all of a sudden. The season I sent you can be measured out versus like pouring the whole thing there. Yeah. Alright, well, I almost got us there. I'm sorry, friends. I have failed you. I have failed you. Gargantuan skin map. I literally just put it back because it defaults to thing. But what if mine's right here? It's not. Would have been hilarious if it was though. Kid for Mentor Roulette as a healer. Got the Etherochemical Research Facility where they were at the last boss. Nice! That's a gimme, Stony. Congratulations. I need to take that up, Stony. I need to start doing Mentor Roulettes. Just one a day. And eventually, right? Eventually, I'll get there to 2,000. I meet all the requirements. I've got, again, I'm at almost 25,000. Am I? Am I at 25,000? I'm at almost 26,000. Well, 25,400 points, achievement points. So I kind of, I might meet the requirements. So. So here's the question. How much mentoring do you actually do? Or is it just, do I need macros telling people, okay, welcome to my dungeon. This is how this is going to work. Or is it just go in, get people clears, and then fuck off? Because I'm good at just fucking off. Like, that ain't no thing. That's my specialty. Welcome, scrubs. You're all bad. Please exit the dungeon. I usually wait for fail before I explain anything. If I explain anything, gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna. How do I sign up for a mentor? Do I have to be in a mentor channel? Can I mute that? So I have a strike on your 14. Because you told somebody to stop being a dick. It's true. Nami is a bad girl. She got reported for telling somebody to not be a dick, to stop being a dick, something along those lines. And they were being a jerk about it. Nami just stood up, and you know what? I'm proud of you. It's toxic you are, but so am I. So it's okay. We can be toxic Angelinos together. It's all the smoke from all the fires. 14 and on Twitch apparently. Ooh, imagine. Nami has a strike on her account for saying no to your crafts. Nami would never, unless she did. It's okay, Nami. We can be toxic together. Nami is toxic. It's true. There you go. Confirmed by Beta, one of her mods. Though actually, if a couple of mods for one person say that the streamer's toxic, does that even count? I do believe it is a moderator's responsibility to harass their broadcaster within respected boundaries, of course. %. Yeah, no, listen, we're there to help. Ish. Do you need an intervention solo? Depends on who you ask. Really, yeah. I think I'm okay. I'm fine. But no one is playing Paladin. You take abuse to? Boy, do we. Boy, do we. To get mentor, you can go to one of those dudes that do the Hall of Novice and apply for mentor, and they show you if you still need anything spotlight. Nice, okay. Thank you, Ava. So, the Smith. Okay, Sony said Smith, okay. The Smith, then. What are they smithing, though? Meow indeed, little buddy. You got Shiva EX? I see. I tap out of that. I'm sorry. I'm tapping out, Sony. I don't want to teach anybody Shiva EX. I'm a masochist or something. There's someone dips, so do I. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Oh, that's my body. There. I popped the cooldown. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. At least it is not Moogle EX. I mean, Moogle EX is somewhat easier, isn't it? Obviously, it requires more coordination, but isn't it easier than Shiva EX? Shiva EX has some body checks. Solo, I found a meme that sums up the last few weeks and sent it to you. Let me see. Copy image. Well, let me do it. Let me see. Point there. Copy image. Psyche. Paste. I won't do it. Okay, Discord is being fucky. Okay, well, that one's definitely going over to Psyche. But yeah, no, absolutely 1%. Imagine. I think to get crafting and gathering, you need a certain amount of collectibles completed, and I can't remember what else. And for battle, you need a certain amount of comms, completed Dawn Trail role quests. Ooh, for tank, a healer, and any DPS. And there might be. Oh, because I can't do it yet because I need the tank role quest for Dawn Trail. Okay, here's my next question, Ava. What does a crafting mentor do? What is the engagement there for a crafting mentor? There are no more collectible achievements for me to gather as a gatherer or as a crafter. I have them all. That number, by the way, is 9,000 crafted collectibles and 12,000 gathered collectibles. So I did that already. That's not the requirement to be a mentor for crafting. That's just what I've done. Crafting mentor, you stand there and cheer. Or lay head on their tool as they craft so they can't see the quality. Doctor, I suppose, do what Jesse. Doctor sent me to hospital for tests. I've had no phone. I'm sorry, Rosa. Hopefully you're okay, though. Obviously, you just got home. If you're feeling up to it, we saved you your spot. Your spot is yours. I hope you're okay, though. You can log in. All right, do not open maps, please. We are holding for Rosa. See what Flynn said, or I suppose you do what you already do and offer advice. Okay, that'd be neat. All right, more bullshit questions, David. I'm now asking you everything. Can I be a crafter mentor, and then does that give me access to the mentor roulette so I can get achievement towards the achievement? Or no, it has to be combat mentor. Okay, that'd be I figured. Crafting mentor, show left or show right while so reasonable. There also is PvP mentor. Jesus. PvP Sander? No. Step 1, go Dark Knight. Step 2, find somebody to come play Astrologian with you, or what's it called? Dragoon. Or you could go to the other meta, which is Gunbreaker Warrior with multiple stuns into Dancer. You get it for free as a battle mentor. Gotcha. All right, let's see. Go back to her. What's going on, husbando? There she is. All important meetings have been completed. Only one more to go. Nice, husbando. You're almost free. Will you be free for the weekend then? At that point. Yeah, Geo also selected the green. Geo is a green enjoyer. Come on over, Rosa. I sent you a few maps. Obviously, you know. You don't have to grab them all. You can just grab one or two. And we'll get through it. I got some stuff to do for work, but I'm hoping to go to a One Piece TCG sort of event tonight. Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun, husbando. You know, I know that there's a One Piece trading card game because the local Walmart it no longer has a card section. It had an empty box of Final Fantasy cards and an empty box of One Piece cards that were devoid of anything regarding those two franchises. We could probably go to the top of the hour, Brady. We could probably go to the top of the hour. Obviously, people have to drop. That's absolutely fine. I know it's a lot of maps, so I get the burnout. Too much bald man talking, and Lune's theme came up on YouTube, so E33's soundtrack time, do it. I respect it. I have Mentor, but not Mentor Rolo, because I haven't done most of Shadowbringer's EXs or any Endwalker EXs. Gotcha, okay. But you don't need Savage, okay? There's a lot of requirements there. Yes, Nami. I would say that the list for that, Nami, is far more broader than that. It might be, you know, instead of, I think it might be spread it around a little bit. You don't need Dawn Trail EXs though. That's good. Actually, it's kind of funny. I almost have more Dawn Trail EXs done, Ava, than Endwalker ones. Actually, no, that's true. We only need one more Endwalker EX, right? Have a good night, Osric. Take care of yourself, dude. We'll see you mañana. We'll see you tomorrow. Good evening. Thank you for hanging out, as always. So, look, do you need to do leveling on your alts before I start queuing for bullshit? You can go for it. They could use leveling, but they don't have gear for the classes I'm leveling. Outside of tank gear for like Paladin, and you're leveling tank anyway, so feel free to carry on. Alright, this is Omnicrafter. Me? Or whom? So in theory, you can get Golbez Extreme as Mentor Rolo. Jesus. Sandra out here trying to scare me away from Mentor. You mean Mickey? Well, I'm 3 times Endwalker. Well, 2 times Endwalker. 3 times Endwalker Omnicrafter. Only 1 Dawn Trail so far. But yes, I could make gear. Here's the thing you're not considering though. It is a massive pain in the ass to get those mats. Hey, look, it takes 2. That's what Kat said to me, which is why I removed him as a moderator. Oh man, the faster internet is wonderful. 15 minutes max down. Very nice. What is this one? This is, I'm not sure what the haircut is. I'm not sure, I couldn't tell you. But if you need it, if you need something, neat on it. If you need it, need it. We're considering how many maps we have to do, there's gonna be plenty of maps to go around. You'd think it's your one, but it says it takes 2 max, not it takes 1. How could it be your one? Doesn't make any sense. It's that one, son of a bitch, I knew it. I like how Ray's been dying at every single map. Alright, so what we got. Oh! The middle one. If it tick down, do it. Do it. It's not gonna do it. It was right there. It would have to give us the glitch, right? In order to do the thing. Yoshipi, porque... Antonio, I don't know if you're there, but I posted something in Discord yesterday that made me think of you. I was looking for a new messenger bag because I like messenger bags. And I found one that was Persona 5 themed. And it has text on there and it's Ryuji asking for real. I thought of you. And how much you would hate that bag. Best boy? Ryuji definitely grew on me. He's a homie. We cleared, nice! Good job, Stony. Stony out here doing work. Shiva EX, good lord, that fight. You know what my deal is there with the second pull? Damn. My deal with Shiva EX is I think we tried to do Unreal Shiva and kept getting blasted. Huh? There's a giant box on our steps. Am I about to get thrust mastered? Oh, hey! It did the thing! Let's go! Am I varsity now? That's it, I'm not varsity. I'm taking varsity's entire brand. I did away with the rainbows. They did after Pride. They didn't do it. No, there's still rainbow in our shade. It's just been moved somewhere else. Streamer luck, Dokumbop. That's the first time in about 65 maps we've seen that. I wouldn't call that streamer luck. That is the opposite. Mimi's dying trying to haul this box over here. Please put it very gently on the ground. That is on my baguette. The baguette is safety. Blessed by Rosa, 100%. That is Rosa's doing. It's always streamer luck. When it's streamers live, you know what? Fair. I cannot counter that argument. I can't show you my baguette, Nami. It's being crushed by a box right now. For free. Haha, that's a lie. I have a baguette on my desk. Here you go, Nami. Please enjoy. The Naval Extreme, Stony. Do we have to revisit that whole thing about you being a masochist? Do we have to? Summer Light. That cloth is whatever. It's like 100 grand on the market board. Roll on it. Yes and no. Ask him to take a bite. No, I hurt my teeth doing that yesterday, husbando. Yeah, once we agreed, yeah. Oh, I guess we'll go fuck ourselves. Yoshipi said, psych. You thought. It baited us just so it can kick us out. What the fuck? Listen, Rosa only has so much luck. Rosa only has so much luck. She can only do so much. Varsity heard you and snatched it back, you would. It's true. No, the gays are still there in other capacities. Sir, all I can hear is baguette music. I love that for you. Wait, why is Finny a demon? Should be a little demon on your shoulder? Telling you to get what? What's been on sale for a long time? Yeah. Oh, Silk Song? I can't believe Cowie's finally gonna get Silk Song. Coming to you on Saturday, Cowie 3 playing Silk Song. She ain't playing that shit. She's not. So the voice keeps me calm from choking end users. I got you, husbando. I will do my best to try and keep you calm. All right, so we have a Nami box to open. We have a Bowmage box to open. We got. Where's this map at? This map is over here somewhere. It's up here. I am way up here by these two little balls. Let's see. Mine poses and Solu. Mine poses and Solu while waiting for the portal. Don't you be? You watch where you aim that mime of yours, Narshay. Rip. Box evening stream. Gotcha, Nami. I have to clock in. Have a good shift, Nami. May it treat you well. You when you drink water. Mm-hmm. 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 Just Max out here talking about his galagging techniques in my chat. Mm-hmm. As one does. Like, I believe Nami is making Solu and Kawi wait for Boxnam. It's right here, husbando. Look at it. Look at what could be inside. Can I shake it? Is it safe? Nothing moved. Alright, Brady has given the order. Ray, Rosa, me, and Solu. Let's go. You broke it, GG? Listen, that's what I do, husbando. I just break things. It's fun. Sometimes, listen, you can't make an omelet without breaking some egg. So, you know, not necessarily a bad thing. Omelet's tasty. Oops, I just aggroed something. Don't mind me. I'll be down in a second. Just aggroed something. But if it was a super, super tiny whisk, I would love that so much. I have big hands, so using that would be a little whiskey. But I would use it as bando. I would use it. I'm gonna prove you wrong and make a whole egg. Dokun Puff, no. The shells. The shells, no. Don't do this to yourself. I'm so sorry, Ray. That was a good one, thank you. Hey, ever keep a lamppost? I don't know what those look like, but I roll on it anyway. No, you aren't. Not even a little bit, but I'm sorry-ish? Adjacent? Kinda? Two crows flew away. The last was like, I'm not moving. She is putting the peanuts out. That's usually Peanut. Did they have janky chest feathers that are sticking out at weird angles? Because Peanut doesn't know how to groom themselves. Peanut's a wild crow that I feed peanuts to. Actually, tomorrow he's not going to be Peanut anymore. Tomorrow he's going to be Costco chicken carcass. So, tomorrow he's chicken. Why is Aaronville's mom outside your house? Cacahuate? Mira, listen, she needs to get away from all of that sometimes. I respect it. She just needs to get away sometimes. That pun made you glag? I'll make you glag again too. What? Excuse me? With more jokes. Huh? Max, are you streaming today? Are you returning to Nuzlocke? Are you returning to Pokemon? Navel is harder than Shiva for sure. Yeah, I mean with the it's not like the netcode's gotten any better, Stony, so that fight is definitely much more wonky just because of having to deal with, you know, knockbacks and snapshots and all that other nonsense. Is mostly knockback? Yeah. Yeah. It used to be worse too, which is saying something because it's bad now. Imagine it being worse. But yeah, Bowmage. I'll have to send him a DM. Not the thing he got here. Stream is on despite my throat and trying to make sure I don't. Brutal, dude. Brutal. Where are we? Right there. Well, good to know. Good to know. You can play the Pokemon games on Switch, so I'm not completely clueless when playing the Pokemon TCG with Butter Bandit. There you go. I mean, there's a lot to play there. It's not my jam. I mean, I've decided I will not be playing Pokemon in October when it comes out, November or whatever. I say this knowing full well that Kai's gonna buy 2 copies anyway and just play them herself. But it only has 1 copy. You are safe. Okay, cool. Is there a hot fire trainer mommy like the last Pokemon? Which is how they enticed me, by the way. Probably. Yep. No, Ray, come back. Ray's done with this shit. By the way, this is a lot of cash, by the way. You get a lot of raw cash out of this. You also get to wait like 5 minutes to exit the map. The Legends games only have 1 version, so everything is included. Gotcha. You know, so that essay I wrote for myself, I thought of maybe making a video to scream into the void, but there is too much negativity in the 14 space. Within the 14 creator space, absolutely. I like how people in game are still vibing. Granted, the people who aren't vibing are gone, so that's also something to consider, but I get that. And also, like I said it earlier, this game has criticisms to be had for sure. It's how it's presented that's my thing. I think it could be critical of the game and critique it. It needs it. It's how it's presented, right? The issue I have with the creators that are currently being hyper negative is that it's an opinion, and some of them have valid opinions. It's just it's being presented as rage bait. It's being presented with an immense amount of hyperbole to be like, oh, mountains out of molehills and whatnot. Are there things that need to be adjusted in this game? Yes, very much so. The game's outdated. In some regards. I tend to just tune out of folks when it gets to be, you know, and there's some bigger broadcasters, and then once one of them, who's still just bitter that they never got an invite to the media events, makes a video, then other broadcasters take that video and then they react to that video, and then they add even more negativity onto the pile of negativity, and that's where you lose me, because it stops being about the criticisms of the games that are very much valid, and it starts being about piling on top, dogpiling, and not just being critical of the game. A lot of negativity talks like the game already is closing down servers and letting go. Yeah, and the game's gonna be fine, by the way. Game's gonna survive past all those content creators. I just wish that those creators would move on. If it's that bad, and you know what, and I know that there's a certain angle of you know, if you don't like it, go away. No, it's not necessarily it. But if you're that unhappy, you should play something else. Go play something else. Come back when you're in a better headspace. If you're that severely affected by it, take a break. And it's not just a dismissal of, well, if you don't like it, fuck off. No, it's if you are that genuinely upset, or are you out here farming metrics with rage bait? Like I'm about to rage at this kick out we're about to get. Just popped in. What's going on, Army? Welcome back. Welcome back in. Hopefully you're doing well. We'll be back on RimWorld tomorrow with the colony. We're growing it some more. But yeah, let's see. My opinion is that the story, more than anything, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I think stories are always going to have room for criticism. Even Shadowbringers, even Endwalker, which are regaled as lightning in a bottle kinds of stories. I'm sorry, Rosa. It's been that kind of day all day long, so. Emerald Hive, Misty. Yeah, we'll be rooming tomorrow. We had to start a new colony after getting blursted. So we'll be back on that tomorrow. But I mean, story can always be criticized. Again, my entire point is criticism versus rage bait farming. I don't care if that's the YouTube meta to have titles that'll get you more views. I still think what's his face? The guy with that was in Cyberpunk with the burning, smoking Dick Chrome. I can't forget his name. Yeah, Jesse Cox. Jesse still had one of the best criticisms of Dawntrail. His video at the release of Dawntrail was fantastic. He got his opinion across. He expressed his opinion, the downsides of Dawntrail and everything else with it, and he didn't have to rage bait. He spoke eloquently. He talked about it and addressed it in a pretty solid manner that I found. And I mostly agreed with it. And there wasn't anything to, because he already has his audience, he doesn't need to go out there baiting everybody. So, no, Brady! Brady, come back. It's okay, Brady. Through me, you will live on. And I found his video to be far more succinct, far more accurate, far more in line, without being tiring, without being like, okay, here we fucking go. Here we go again. And I find it enjoyable because, again, the game does deserve a lot of criticism. And if you don't like the story, then I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, that's the story now. It is what it is. You can't fix story. I still say I would have liked a different voice for Wuk Lamat that's not based on quality of what Miss Breyer did. It's just the way it was. It's just one of those things. It's like, for the longest time, there's some broadcasters that I just didn't watch because I just don't like the audio coming through. Not that they're doing a bad job of it. It's just, it's not what I wanted to hear. So she did a great job. I just would have liked to hear Judy voice it. Because I really like Judy's voice. And of course, the bigger issue there is just direction that she was given. Oh wait, wrong emote. Alright, let's go. Everybody, let's go. Judy, our wife, comrade. Yeah, if you want a level-headed, reasonable, go watch Jesse Cox as a whole. He's just a great broadcaster, hilarious, funny, not problematic. and he presents his views in a very good format. And ask him about his flaming crotch. That as well. Though I would say you frame that within the world of cyberpunk and not just randomly. Well, now I can't AoE anything. There goes 2, there goes 3. I can drop the AoE on them. Never mind. But yeah, again, there's a line between criticism and rage bait YouTube videos meant to get metrics so that you can get more views. And right now, sadly, 14, not just 14, like I was talking about earlier, Elite Dangerous had that shit going on too, where content creators just double down on the negativity because metrics, and I don't know, inability to coherently form an argument of your thoughts and opinions of the state of the game. Imagine. Unfortunately, the algo pushes the kind of, yeah, it does. Ragebait gets them more ad revenue, so it gets pushed to the front. The way it is. At least Jesse hasn't been harassing Square Enix employees over politics. Imagine. Saved by the box. Like that your sleeves have physics? Sleeve physics. And although I don't watch them all that much, I'm not too familiar with the ins and outs of their channel. Preach also seems to do a somewhat level-headed review, recently anyway, of 14 and WoW in the MMO space. But he also engages with some people that I wouldn't, but you know, what can you do? My glam looks so cursed with the balloon mat. Is that why you were in the balloon mat earlier? But yeah, it's a weird space. It's why I can tell you right now, the only what's it called, YouTubers for 14 that I follow are Hector Hectorson because of the guides, and Big Kobe because Big Kobe does work. And Big Kobe, he has like 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. The fuck? Big Kobe, I like Kobe. I like his format. He shows you a guide in segments and then shows you the actual footage of what it looks like in game, which is huge. Actually seeing what it's like, it's just like, okay. I follow Fruity. I mean, Fruity for the fishing technique, absolutely. Fruity is fantastic for fishing. Grinding Gears are great dudes too. I'll have to look them up. I'm not familiar with them. Use private browsing on YouTube to avoid spoilers. I mean, that's just smart. You get to see Fruity next weekend in Dontrell. They do good work. Like, they do genuinely doing the Lord's work, and they don't have anywhere near the success that they should have. Because, you know, fishing. But I hope that they enjoy themselves. Fruity Snacks on YouTube. They do a lot of stuff. That still chaps my ass. Creators like, again, Blue Mage Academy, who does work for Blue Mage stuff. Fruity, who does fishing things. Fishing or the former. Fishing as in fish. As in glub glub. Using 2 panels, good on them. They don't get the recognition for it, unlike, you know, fucking rating or whatever. It's fine. It's a big market. I just wish that those people had more success, because they come across as, again, like from what I've seen, genuinely decent folks. Can I have some content creators that just aren't assholes? Can I get some of that? Where can I get a serving of that? And there are some out there. It's just they're not pushed to the top. They are out there. Like, I only just found out about Kobe in the last year or so. Please roll on the Summerlight Linen. No? Okay, I asked. A couple of people I wish had even more support are Angelus Demonis, the king of Deep Dungeon. Finn Bezos, I don't know who that is. And Angie, who all do the Deep Dungeon stuff. Gotcha. Do good stuff, teaching people what to do. Yeah. Failed. I'm sorry, Brady. Our holes combined were not enough. So look, my local grocery store had monk fruit sweetener. Ooh, are you gonna try it? I like it better than actual sugar now, except for baking. Baking needs sugar. I could use monk fruit sweetener. It's apparently 1-to-1, but Finn will be doing the most stressful fucking big pulls in Deep Dungeon and just be vibing, talking to chat. Yeah, no, I mean, like, listen, we have a lot of creators out there that deserve more recognition for what they do. Let me see Franco's Cursed Glam. Franco out here covering the armpits. Respect it. Though I don't know what's your sleeve doing, Franco. What is your sleeve doing? Does anybody have any maps open? Sorry, I got distracted by that's what I said. It just goes straight up. Balloon Mount is from the Mog Station. You can go for it, Rosa. You have maps. Go for it. I goes flying. Yeah, we can all fly. That's Franco's mount. They fly around on Moon. This is my mount of choice for Black Mage. I sprout wings and a tail. This is my character, by the way. This is Harley. I wasn't going for yoga instructor glam. I was going for something else, and this is where I ended up. Alright, well, we can do these last two. We can do Franco's and Rosas, and then call it, because it's already been 2 hours, and at some point I need to do them askew. I'm not gonna fly all the way there. I'm sorry. I will teleport us down a little bit. Rosa is way down south. Okay. Let's do those two. I've got to switch to another stream. Invest me. I know, but this isn't fun. Take it easy, ducks. Take it easy. Alright. Will this be the one where we finally get one? Can Brady please go eat dinner? No, he's fucking dead. Brady, no! Okay. Oh, tummy ache. No, not the tummy ache. Just dead, not even Angie sit. It's true. Maps don't deserve the Angie sit. They haven't earned it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I ported the wrong way. I ported the wrong one. Sorry, I'll port us back. My bad. My bad. Thank you for the biddies. I think I might turn on the air conditioning, the fan. Seems like I made it onto a scam call list again. Oh, that's unfortunate, Sandra. Time to start blocking numbers. Maybe I need the Yan mini in order to summon the Yen. And because of my PvP mini now, it's not exactly giving me the good luck that I need. Surely that's it, right? Not just randomized RNG that I can't have no control over. That couldn't be it. Hey, another tree. Alright, this will be the last map. After this, we'll go to the 7.3 MSQ. Or me trying to find where to get back to the 7.3 MSQ. What did you get in the last stream for MSQ? We went upstairs and we were like, hey, what's going on here? Oh, please glitch. No glitch. I was looking for key cards. I forgot where I was in my rotation for a second there. All right, as I can start in 2 minutes, friends. Again, we were in 2 minutes. We were in 3 minutes at the top of the hour. It's just one of the ways that Twitch works right now. It allows us to remove pre-rolls completely, which is one of the biggest impediments to growth. So we're trying to work the system as best we can. Again, I don't get a lot out of it at all. So I appreciate your patience. You won't miss anything story-wise when we get to the MSQ. And sorry, apologies in advance. Apologies. Big yawn. The EP has me. I'm pretty tired. Oh, that right one gonna change? Yep. Okay, that's pretty good. A greater fancy. Is there Yan Mount? We haven't gotten close, Wolfie. We're not even remotely close to Yan Mount. We got close as in we got to 2 boxes, but that's about it. 2 boxes. No entry to Final Fantasy. So your Yan Mount is in another instance. It's certainly not here. We're also offering flowers, as one does, trying to evoke some lag. Elder Imagine. It's a gimme cat! I love them so much. They are the best. I was hoping we get the giant golden gimme cat as the mount. Like, I like the Yan a lot. I think Yan's great, but I feel like the gimme cat is pretty rad. I like it a lot. Big yawn. Okay, Rosa showering it with love. Terrible. You tried, Rosa. You did better than most of us. We didn't get that deep. I think we only had one go that deep, so to the 4th one. So okay, friends, you're free. Please take care of yourselves. You're free to go where your adventures may take you. I'm sorry. You're still oh my God, Stone, you're still in the naval. See you in 3 years. Thank you, Narshe, for blessing us with your presence. I'm gonna go. Have fun. Thank you for the group, friends. And again, we'll be back on Sunday for more of that maps. We'll try again. 25 minutes left. Oh, brutal. All right, MSQ. Where do I even go for this? Shaktural. Okay, I go there and then they do the thing. But hey, I mean, look, listen, I'm not mad. We got a lot of cash. We got that raw cash. We got tomes for the week. What else did we get? We got some, let's see. Ah, yes. Normal quality white gold ore. It was good memes. It was good maymays indeed. Also, look, I'm up to 15 golden tails. So making progress. I remade a chunk of gil from buying housing stuff. Yeah, no, it's solid money. Can't really be mad at that. It's a lot of money. So you know, it's no Yan Mount, but you know what is. There's only Yan Mount. Oh, Franco, the math that you gave me. What are they? What pieces? I'm gonna process it just so that I got it in my head. Gathering set plus, alright, so left side, right side gathering, and fishing rod. Okay. Noted. Right, let's actually go to the actual thing. Yeah, so again, this is 7.3 MSQ. This is the main scenario quest, the main story. This is the big chunk of what this MMO provides, which is an incredible story that spans really 15 years, but more recently, more primarily, I should say, the last 12 years, which is going to be its birthday soon, because it's the end of August, I believe, is when it was released. So, yeah, 12 years of my life. Almost exactly a quarter of my life was spent playing this game. Good times. I'm glad I had it. Wish I had my legacy chocobo though, that'd be nice. Also, it's right, since last time we spoke, there is going to be a Monster Hunter crossover with this game soon in September. So Monster Hunter is going to get some play there. And then I believe it was in October, this game itself, 14 will get their portion of the crossover. So yay, Monster Hunter. Huntering of monsters. Hello, Lift Attendant. I desire to return. October for 14, yeah. How the fuck am I supposed to fight Omega with a hunting horn? You know? That's the riddle, right? Wait, so I thought it was gonna be like in Monster Hunter part was in September, and then the 14 part in 14 would be in October, or is it all just in October? I was streaming at the time, so I didn't actually get to see the announcement on Tuesday. You're correct? Okay. Alright, so neat. We have, so we're trying to break into this dude's office so we can actually get to the stuff. Did the code, PlayStation code, got that done. We're looking for a level 3 card so we can actually get access and go punch a nerd who's trying to kill a lot of people. A calculated evolution. Right, I'll get this door open. Shale's been waiting there for me for 2 days. I'm sorry, Shale. Smooth as silk. Let's head inside and see what awaits. 2. Gods above, is that? Hey, it's a thingy. Yes, isn't that our thing? Bald air tube, JK. Wow, what's going on, Antonio? The key to interdimensional fusion. That's our shit. Give it back. That's my little chalice where I drink from. That looks to be a schematic on the monitor. And they've used it to make another key. But isn't it missing the shard inside like the one Harlequin has? We may have been laboring under a misconception. The key was originally a Milaya relic. Milala? Milaya? Milaya. It's Dawn Trail. Everything's in Espanol. Or, you know, adjacent. Once the treasure came into its possession, preservation began working to harness the power to cross dimensions. Aside from the crystal, we can see that all the vessel's components were constructed here. So what might that tell us? The crystal itself is the key. This is just the device they made to control it. Yeah, this is just a device. The key is the key. That would be the logical conclusion. Yes, it is my parents explained. Oh, you mean that one tiny moment they gave Cryo instead of giving her more spotlight in the MSQ like they should have? That part? The key remains shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with electrope, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. Wonder why? To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, not who imbued the key with its power, not when they did so, nor why. Why don't they just ask Rosa? Rosa could tell you. We know. Ish. Now it makes sense. Calyx can track the key because its vessel was made by preservation. I believe there is much we may learn in this room. Our next visit, I will have to enlist Y'shtola's assistance for a thorough investigation. I do be knowing the knower. I too am curious about a great many things, but pinning down Calyx's whereabouts is our priority. Hopefully there is a security card here that grants access to the director's office. The research conducted in this lab appears to have been highly confidential in nature. Some of the personnel must have belonged to the organization's upper echelons, and that means higher security clearance. We should spread out and look for any cards they left behind. Remember, anything less than a level 3 is no good to us. Dome tube, Antonio. Dome tube. Sadly, it is because those in Eorzea do not have access to the lodestone. I mean, we should be snatching that shale. Take that nerd's prototype. They don't deserve that. Shut it down. Let's get it. If those cameras are anything to go by, this lab was under constant surveillance. I'll scan the recordings to try and spot where people left their security cards. Maybe we'll get lucky. Security cameras. Where? Up there? No, that's power. What's up, Golulja? How are they making so many vessels? Did the other ones not work properly? Well, how many are they making? Are they making 14? 1, 2, 3. How many are there? 4, obviously. Wheeled shelving unit. I mean, it might be there because they would have to move stuff back and forth, right? This sturdy looking shelving unit holds a storage crate and sealed barrels. No sign of any security cards, Rip. The lone storage crate is filled with document binders and other miscellaneous objects, none of which are security cards. Okay. Okay. I'll search through these drawers. One of us is bound to find something, I'm sure of it. Okay. You find a security card in the cabinet drawer. Oh, did you just find a security card? Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's have Shale examine it to be sure. Seriously though, we gotta snatch that and then remove all the ink from the 3D printer that's printing out the other vessels. Well, well, if it isn't exactly what we needed. Nice work, Harlequin. Thank you. Oh, a level 3. That should get us into the director's office. So, what was it you were hoping to find in there again, Shale? You were saying that a certain device was going to help us. Right, I haven't properly explained myself, have I? I'm looking for a data relay. After we discovered this ostensibly abandoned complex, I performed a cursory investigation which detected a connection to an outside network. When I traced the data's routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of Everkeep's security cameras. Considering the way Calyx is always one step ahead of us, we must assume he's quietly seized control of the city's surveillance system and has been using it to monitor our activities. To monitor what you, as a key holder, are planning. But since Calyx is the ultimate recipient of those transmissions, the flow of data is like a river that we can't follow back to him. Which is why I need the data relay. If I can analyze the device and see where it's rerouting all this surveillance traffic, then you can pinpoint Calyx's position. That said, he has done nothing to impede our progress, which makes me think I might be on entirely the wrong track. Maybe the reason he isn't stopping us is because he can't. Back in the old castle, Calyx said he was measuring Harlequin's strength. What can he possibly dream up that's stronger than her? Solid question. Oh, speaking of cameras, there was another thing I meant to mention. I found evidence that someone deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. The most recent recording was also crudely deleted. I was able to restore the data though, if you'd like to see it. I'll start the show then. Whomst was it? Who was here deleting footage? Oh, is that Athena?
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me. I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
You did it nice, Tony! I'm glad you guys got it done. Congratulations.
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calyx's vision.
You can't even see anything with your hair in your eyes. Who is he to talk about vision?
I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject. But I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways. I lack his
jump scare.
extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research.
You got 5 comms. Incredible, Stoney. You deserve them. Very good job.
I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come. Surely you...
Oh. Fucking.
Protocol, you understand. There can be no exceptions.
Tell me you're in a cult without telling me you're in a cult. You're the healer, you repaired people's shit for free. Very good on you. It's actually incredible you guys actually pulled that off. I'm surprised he landed a shot with that stupid hair. Seriously though, you can't see anything. How? She only wanted to leave and he executed her. I checked the images against the personnel data, and the man who pulled the trigger was Director Demetrius himself. Everything I could find on him pointed to a deep infatuation with Master Calyx. Fucking Asahi 2.0. The cameras in this room have been out of operation ever since that incident. Given that the recording was erased, I can only assume he was trying to conceal his grisly deed from the other researchers. I'm not surprised, given how my parents described their defection from the Institute. They spoke of rushing me through a portal, even as Preservation's agents closed in on them. I dared not ask what became of them after that, but if it turns out they were captured by their pursuers... Blam blam. Beat you, Daredevil? You heard the hair? Literally. Big Final Fantasy VI vibes from that right there, by the way. And with the Espers. They did not regret their actions, whatever came of them. Right, the Echo. Knowing you saw them as they were, your words give me great comfort. Oh, cry. Worry not, Sphene. Thanks to the Haven of Living Memory, I was at least able to meet my parents and learn what they stood for. It is enough for me to carry on. Even now, we don't know how the conflict unfolded between your parents and Preservation, but what we do know is that your mother and father cleverly expunged every last trace of their movements. They made sure no one could cross into the source to threaten their child's safety. Right, let's press on, shall we? This tale behind the key deserves a fitting conclusion. To the director's office! Alright, Hackermans, lead us. You don't remember Dawn Trail Dungeons at all? Which one in particular? Snatch their devices. Why are we leaving that here? I don't trust it. I know we can't. It's not that kind of MMO, but still. We could set fire to everything. You just did War Core? Gotcha. A scanning device. A scanning device. It waits silently for a security card with the appropriate level of clearance. I remember this place.me. It'd be like that sometimes. There we go. Let's head inside. Now to find that data relay, and don't be shy, everyone. Speak up if anything odd catches your eye. Harlequin, come with me. I might have need of that security card. Okay, Shale. I'm going with Shale. The rest of you can go do whatever you want. Rest of the group, don't care. Hey, look, it's my PC setup. With my 3 monitors. Damn, this terminal isn't connected to any outside networks, so it can't be the data relay I'm looking for. This office is also smaller than the map suggested. I'm positive we're in the right room. What am I missing? A secret room behind it somewhere. Sorry, Harlequin. Could I ask you and the others to search the office for any clues to this infuriating puzzle? Beverage station? No, that's just drinkies. Cluttered side table? Maybe? Soul cell storage case. No, that ain't it. They're all empty. Office shelves. Is there a door behind this? You find a crumpled note wedged between the file binders. Secure room lift access. Requires passwords to be input simultaneously at terminals in the Protolab, the Deuterolab, and the director's office. Perhaps this discovery would be of interest to Shale. Perhaps. When they make the Solu 9 area too realistic, it's like Yoshi P has been spying all along. Automatic, good afternoon. It all makes sense? It does. It does. Amongst other personal effects, you find what is presumably the director's data tablet. A closed locker stands next to the table. The locker. Shove it aside. There's a door behind it. The door to the locker swings open easily. Oh. Jesus Christ, he is a big fan, isn't he? It contains nothing of note. Yeah, Calix's face is nothing of note. You quietly shut the locker door. Jesus Christ. Calix jump scare. You pick up the data tablet and begin skimming through the contents. Data reports, shutdown protocols. All personnel have undergone processing. Once the shutdown protocols have been completed, I will proceed with my own corporeal dissolution. As long as the key remains in the physical world, we must keep this complex in pristine condition. Whether it be needed for experiments or otherwise, it must be ready to support future operations in whatever capacity Master Calix requires. To that end, facility equipment will be maintained in stasis mode. Furthermore, a critical component for secure room access will be stored separately to defend against unauthorized entry. Nothing of note, the mystery of the key's activation condition remains unsolved. Oh, I thought that was... Those two inept Milala broke with preservation and absconded with the key, though the fugitives have since been caught and eliminated. Ooh. We were too late to recover the relic. The only reason we retained our flesh was to serve Master Calix as physical instruments to conduct his experiments. Deprived of the object of our research, our existence serves no further purpose. I do not imagine the depths of his disappointment in me. The complex is to be shut down. All personnel will have their bodies reduced to ether, which will be allocated for further experimentation. Memory data will be archived. Any endless conversions will be subject to Master Calix's discretion. If he does not deem us fit, then we are not deserving of eternal life. Jesus. I logged in and Mr. Computer said it would be 20 minutes to download the update. I grabbed a sandwich and some chips, and now it says 90 minutes. Please ask Yoshi P to allow me to have the update. If it's downloading mega slowly, Medic, sometimes stopping it and then logging in and trying to re-download will connect you to a better node to get you a better, faster download. That's actually a thing with this game. I think I'll be late for stream, but Alliance Raid only just popped. Oopsies. Okay. Well, so Corral's parents did die. Something strange about this wall. I could have sworn it flickered for a moment there. Seems solid enough now. Let me through. Alright, so that's where it is. Gotcha. The collection of soul souls may have once belonged to the director. They appear to be empty. Alright, Shale. Beverage station. Having lain dormant for years, the now active coffee maker has already entered a self-cleaning cycle. It appears to have no other purpose beyond brewing coffee, though it remains to be seen when it will be able to do so once more. The coffee. Have you found something? Hello, Raven. Thank you. A misplaced note, was it? So we need the password input into 3 different rooms at the same time to access the safety room. With instructions for accessing a secure room, no less. Seems we need to enter a password on 3 different terminals at the same time. There was no such room marked on the map, was there? No, a precautionary measure, no doubt. And if passwords are involved, I expect the access lift itself to be concealed too. Hey, what's going on, Tequila? Welcome on in, Raiders. Hopefully you enjoyed some of that Yakuza. We're in the middle of 7.3 MSQ, so if you don't want spoilers, jump ship. Thank you for supporting Tequila and myself for coming over to raid. Obviously, if you're not already following Tequila, make sure you do so. I typed raid, by the way. I almost raided you right back, Tequila. Go follow the homeboy right there. There's a follow button. Tequila, I've been playing this game and hope MSQ is treating you well. Yeah, so I put it off just because, you know, I didn't want to do it right away because obviously, you know, people don't want to get spoiled. Not to Nora first, not this time. So far it's interesting. I've enjoyed Dawn Trail. I'm a Dawn Trail enjoyer, by the way. I liked it. Not perfect. Pacing issues galore. And other criticisms for sure. But I've enjoyed Dawn Trail for the most part. It's been some pretty solid content. And so yeah, MSQ's been good. I'm enjoying it thus far. I'm curious as to where it's gonna go. I'm ready to go punch somebody. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed yourself. And you're already following Tequila. Tequila does stream 14 amongst other games, Dead by Daylight, and starting up the Yakuza. So make sure you go follow the homeboy. He'll take care of you. You'll enjoy yourself. You have a lot of fun. As for myself, I'm a moderator. I'm a moderator for the community. No, I used to be, but I have been playing this game since 1.0. I have been around for a while. I do variety myself mostly, but 14 is my home base. I stream that on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And so yeah, my one priority when 7.2 dropped was crafting. So I got my full set of crafter and gatherer gear, BIS, full melds, ready to go for patch 7.31, which should be early September. And then of course getting amped up and ready for the deep dungeon in 7.35 in early October. Since that is essentially the schedule that they're on, where they drip feed us content once a month now, apparently. So excited for the rest of the patch to come out, ready to be on with it. But yeah, enjoyed the MSQ. And again, if you don't want spoilers for this, this is Final Fantasy XIV 7.3 MSQ. This is the end of the Dawn Trail expansion. 7.4 will give us a segue into whatever we get with 8.0. So exciting times all around. I have a list of people you can punch. There's a long list, Medic. There is a very long list of dudes to be punched. But thank you again. And obviously, Tequila, you have to take care of yourself by all means. Handle that. Take care of yourself. Get that food. Get that drink. Walk around a little bit. And appreciate you, homie. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I'm reading this all out. This MSQ so far has been largely, this portion at least, has been largely not voiced. So I'll be here reading to you for... we'll get as much in as we can while we keep going. So we're currently trying to find a secret room that requires 3 passwords and an elevator. So we're trying to get to that. Concealed by Electrope, you mean? Ah, could it be that wall? I thought it seemed odd when I walked past. Remember what what Kakawata used to say, Shale? Never trust an Electrope surface. Electrope isn't always what it appears to be. You can pass right through Electrope. Sure, let's go with that. Surely, it never had that property in my time. Oh, did she just hit us with back in my day? Okay, Sveen. Harlequin is having a little fun, I think. What we mean is, Electrope can project a false appearance. Okay, I said what I said though, Shale. Oh no, Sveen's mad at me. That's a cute little interaction. We don't normally get those kinds of interactions. That's cute. And she said what she said she did. In which case, it shouldn't be too hard to disable. But yeah, I've been enjoying this MSQ. Obviously 7.1 and 0.2 were alright. It's not like, 5.1, 5.2 weren't the greatest of patches either. Neither were 6.1 or 6.2 or 4.1. Actually, 4.2 was great though, because it had Fordola in it. So that's fantastic. But yeah, I've been enjoying the storytelling for this patch in particular a little bit more than 7.1 and 7.2. Another door. I've managed to deactivate the projection, but the lock is another story. Didn't that note lay out the password protocol? I say we go ahead and try it. I agree. 2 people should prepare the lab terminals for input while the rest of us look for passwords here in the office. I'll take the proto lab. Then I'll take the Ditero lab. Ditero lab. ESL, some of these words. Actually, it might be better if you stayed, Sveen. Your knowledge of Alexandria and its people could be needed here. Yes, you're right. If the passwords are hiding behind clues, that may be something I can help with. I can help too. I've lived my whole life in Alexandria after all. I will take the Durito lab duty then. We can keep in touch via communicator to match our timing. Harlequin, you shall have the honor of entering the office password. Once we've determined what we need to input, take your place at this terminal. I'll stand by to guide Wicklamat and Cryo through the process. You know, there was that display plate over there. The one with the gems? I thought since it was made of electrope, it might have some other purpose. But I couldn't find any switches or buttons to make it do anything. Maybe you can figure it out. Uh-oh, another puzzle. Wait, is that missing a Sphene gem? Or no, Sphene's a type of gem, not a cut. It's missing a fucking Resident Evil out here. We're missing the gem. Let's see that option. I went with the first one because I looked at the second one and went, I don't think that's quite true. Yeah, so obviously we're missing a gem there. I bet it's going to be yellow. I bet you it's going to be yellow. Two jewels are embedded in the electro plate. You identify the blue gem as a sapphire and the red gem as a garnet. It's garnet! Again, as also if you're not familiar, Dawntrail has had a lot of Final Fantasy IX references in it. Garnet is a princess in 9, and her equivalent-ish has been Sphene in Dawntrail. There also appears to be an empty slot for another jewel to fill. Okay. They've located Director Demetrius' personal data tablet and locker space. Take another look. Let's look in that locker again, because it wasn't creepy the first time. It wasn't creepy enough. What is that? Here's the thing. That sound right there is very Bloodborne. I was trying to remember where I was hearing that sound from. But it's definitely very Bloodborne. The puzzle took you longer than you care to admit. You know what? Puzzles are weird. They can take some time sometimes. I said what I said. They can take some time sometimes. I'm guessing the gem is going to be somewhere else and not in this room necessarily. Don't know if you saw, but in your mid-Sandor, yeah, I saw. I read it out loud, Max. And it'll be late because of DPS is low. Yeah. Are you saying you're reacting to the sound and not the visuals? Me? Yeah. Or let's see. Your Britson's a Garnet medic? That's neat. That's why 9 is the best. It's very, very good. But yes, I'm reacting to the sound. That's a Bloodborne sound right there. It's not one-to-one, but it's essentially the way it's presented there. Shutdown protocols, daily reports. So there's nothing new here. It also took me a hot minute to finish this puzzle. Can I shove this out the way? No. There's nothing there. Okay. I don't know if they wouldn't mark it on the mini-map though. Normally things would glitter here too. Understood, Shale. But first I need to find a stool or mayhap a sturdy box. Oh, Cryo. I can't imagine there's gonna be something that isn't like sparkling for an item for us to grab, so It appears to be researchers' personal data tablets and skim through the entries. I guess I didn't go through this. I already read that last time we were here. So there's nothing really new there. So I just press this, and next is that one, right? Hey, this isn't so hard. Wuklamat out here learning about technology. I love that for her. Also, I am very prone in video games to overthink these types of things, so it might just be me overthinking this and giving them far too much credit. She is an orange cat. Orange cat behavior. Is there anything here, or am I just... So I can't interact with anything there either, so it's not like there's a thing there. Alright, let's try this. You have yet to discover enough clues to deduce the passwords. Try exploring the immediate area or conferring with your comrades until you have more information. Guluja, do you see anything? What do your hacker eyes see? Searching the drawers with the books and found a cube puzzle made of electrope. It's probably just a toy, but maybe? Solve the puzzle. You got it! Oh, if only it were that easy. Let's see, if I move this bit, then connect this circuit to that one there. Huh, there's something inside. Oh, it's a pretty green stone. I think it might be Alexandrite. Oh, it's not yellow at all. I'm dumb. They say these gems were so treasured in the past that they named the kingdom after them. Here, you should hold on to this one, just in case. But is it the right gem? Oh, it is, okay. The gemstone fits snugly into place. Almost immediately afterwards, the glowing lines of a diagram appear on the display, accompanied by a short phrase. A decorative pattern, an arcane circuit, a floor plan of this complex. Okay. I mean, it's the floor plan of this complex. As you continue studying the display, you realize that these shapes correspond to the rooms in the complex in which you now stand. This may be related to the passwords you were looking for. Okay. I don't remember who's in what room. Sphene would obviously get the Alexandrite. So I don't know what room I'm in. I don't understand the configuration is my problem. Oh, I can't. Okay, well. It's placed in the floor plan, corresponds to the director's office. So that should be where it is, because that's where she's at. Okay. The glowing words appear to be handwritten. Yes, I knew that jewel would come in handy. Let me see. Heed the stones. This must be about the special meanings Alexandrians have for gems. It's an old belief, I think, where each type of gem means something different. I bet if you ask Sphene, she could tell you more about it. After all, even her name comes from a gemstone. I guess she would be Garnet, right? Because she's the Garnet equivalent. I mean, I don't get it. Am I not supposed to move them around? Am I not supposed to put them into the right position? Assistant Director's Office. So the Garnet should be, I mean, I don't know. Solo, yes. Tell me more, Ray. Or is this not the puzzle? This is just go talk to Svi now. And they're forcing me to go talk to her first. Something is so hard. Can't help it. I don't know what they want from me. Yes? If you have questions, you need only ask. Well, it's thought that Alexandria represents the concept of protection. It is incidentally also the origin of Alexandria's name. Oh, are you thinking this has something to do with the passwords? The sapphire and garnet as well, you say? Yes, they all have meanings. Alexandria the city is protection. Sapphire represents honesty, and garnet symbolizes devotion. We should try these words at the terminals. Oh. I expected too much. And see if they're accepted. I certainly hope we're right. I already forgot. Can you repeat that? Alright, I'm just gonna take a snip of this. Look, listen, my brain has been trained by Resident Evil with jewel puzzles to think in bigger, broader. Oh, what? No, no Pokeball me? No! You've gathered enough information to attempt gathering the passwords. We're all set to go here. Wicklamat and Cryo are just waiting on their passwords. Let's start with Wicklamat in the Proto Lab. Oh. So, man, I've already forgotten. Okay, so Proto Lab was honesty? Was it honesty? Cryo would be devotion. Alright, we have all three passwords ready. Now to enter them into the system at the same time. Probably messed it up. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad that worked. A secure room is the only place we've yet to search. If the data relay is anywhere, it has to be there. We'll venture in as soon as Wicklamat and Cryo join us. Nod. Easy game. Alright everyone, time to board the lift and see what awaits us. If you did, we blame No, we don't blame Wicklamat for everything. Yes, Alexandrite. And Alexandria. VOD watchers come back next week. Wow.
This terminal doesn't look special to me, but this is definitely what we're after?
It is. But whether or not it will suffice for our purposes is another question.
Why is there a QR code on the back of that laptop? Monitor?
The Endless are created using the memories of the deceased. But as memories are, in essence, collections of data, the resultant entities have no physical form. These data entities, as we might call them, have only two methods for interacting with the material world. One of these we saw in Living Memory, where the Endless are granted temporary bodies, through the use of corporeal ether. They become much like solid ghosts that one can see and touch. The other method, which Kafkiwa employed, is the remote operation of a machine. But where do you suppose the Endless are to be found when not inhabiting a physical body?
The Endless are memories, and if memories are data, then...
Please give me a dumb answer. In a world formed of data. Inside Electrope somewhere?
Yes, we suspect they reside in a virtual domain, one contained entirely within an electrope-based machine. We've seen such a realm before, after all.
An SD card? Hola Oro, happy birthday as well.
Oh, you mean like the Alexandria made from the Endless Fiend's memories? It all seems so real.
So this virtual domain, it would also be housed within the Meso Terminal.
Oh, is that the name of the dungeon?
But how? I thought we shut down all the terminals in living memory.
You did. And Kafkiwa's program performed just as she intended. The Meso Terminal itself was deactivated, as evidenced by the failure of the device which was keeping Sphyn's body in stasis. Be that as it may, we face a master of electrope engineering. That he managed to partition and protect the sector harboring his own memories is well within the bounds of possibility.
So he partitioned his hard drive.
Let us say that the Meso Terminal does
Okay.
indeed contain a second domain, and that Calyx himself resides there. This city, on the other hand, exists here in the Source. That being the case, I thought perhaps we could prevent his remote interference by closing the gate to the Golden City, and thus severing the connection between worlds.
Except I tried to close it once already when I visited Living Memory. The process required administrative authorization, a restriction I assumed at the time had been imposed by the Queen.
But now you think Calyx might be responsible.
Just as I suspected. Even now, security transmissions from throughout the Keep are being tapped by the core system and routed elsewhere. Almost every single one has you as its focus.
Oh my god, me?
He's keeping track of the keyholder's movements.
Time's up. And what a waste of time it's been.
So he watched me as Brady and I both climbed the invisible pole in Solution 9. And while Brady did the angry sit below me and I was crafting above him, and we were like, I don't know, 20 feet in the air on an invisible pole. I hope Calyx enjoyed that. This means we should have fucked off to the island sanctuary again. Yep.
Hoping to find me by tracing security data? That will not be necessary. Through a not inconsiderable effort, I've taken your measure and prepared a force sufficient to subdue you.
Child, please.
Come. I invite you to the upper reaches of the Meso Terminal. The storage device which holds my memories is there. Break the memory bank and victory is yours. I, in turn, will seek to wrest the key from you with any and every means at my disposal.
And if we refuse this invitation?
I will wait and continue to convert Alexandrians into Endless. Consider the urgency of the situation and make the wiser choice.
No, we're not giving you the key. Shut the fuck
Answer
up.
me one question, Calyx. The Endless Fiend. When she was queen, you had her face an impossible task, then manipulated her into using the key when she was at her most desperate. If you can do all that, then why not whisk it away when her plans went to ruin? Why let it fall into our hands?
You pour salt in the wound. That disaster was a miscalculation on my part.
So to do a meeting? That sucks, Beta. No getting out of
As
it?
her end drew near, Sphene and her restructured memories had become one
Actually
with the
says no
terminus
meeting.
control systems. In that singular place, in that singular moment, she wielded an authority greater than mine. Thus she was able to shield you, the neighboring sovereign to whom she entrusted her nation's future, and the hero to whom she entrusted that priceless key.
Get fucked. I dislike Calyx. I don't think he's a very good villain. At all. Kind of bland. Angry child.
I am unsure to what degree she perceived my presence, but she knew that someone was watching. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
It does. And I'm satisfied that you will take nothing more from this nation. Not one more life, not one more future, not one single smile from another child's face. You hear me? Sorry for losing my temper, but there's only one way we can deal with people like Calyx.
Shank him.
Whatever grand future he envisions, someone will be made to pay the price.
We're gonna shank him, right?
And I
Barrio
won't
style.
let that happen.
Let's go, Wuklamat. Barrio style. We're gonna jump a we're gonna jump a bitch. Let's plan our next move. He's wrong if he thinks he's taken our measure. Yeah. You know what? Fuck that kid. Don't do something dumb, Sphene.
If I may, I realize it is not my place to say this. Even so, I must thank you both. On behalf of my other self, allow me to say how grateful I am to have you as our champions.
She's sweet. I like her. But I'm inclined to like nice characters and not thirst after mean ones. Well, that was an adventure. It may not have been by the method Shale was hoping for, but at least now we know where to find Calyx and what we need to do next. Indeed. While I remain curious about Preservation's research into the key, that is an investigation for another day. Then let's head straight to the back room. We should get everyone on the same page before we make our move. Destino or Villains? Who would do that? No, Destino or Villains is fine. I love Fordola so much. But I just like nice people. I know, weird. Listen, you give me Fordola any day of the week. Damn that bastard Calyx. He waited until I was this close before snatching away my moment of triumph. In that infuriating, condescending way he spoke to us. We'll see whose time is up, you smug little weasel. Anyway, I know things didn't go to plan, but we learned a great deal about preservation. That knowledge could come in handy in the days to come. Though I may not be able to contribute much to a direct confrontation, I mean to see this through with you all, providing whatever support I can. I can thirst over nice people and villains. No, absolutely. Be versatile. Expand your repertoire of who we thirst over. They all got, you know, a lot going on, but Calyx is just one of those characters. He's a condescending, shitty child, evil overlord trope that I just don't really care for. I genuinely hope he meets a sticky end here and not just, oh no, he's back into the ether or whatever. No, sticky end, blasted. We just had somebody get shot in the chest for being a researcher who didn't want to research anymore, so why not? You're chronically dehydrated. I have the thirst. Same smoothie. There's yes, one of our own. What's this? Harlequin, we've briefed Erenville on everything that has happened and sent word to the others. We've now but to consider what our next actions will be. Punch a child. Well, an eternal child, I should say. I know ads are running, but again, this isn't exactly a huge MSQ. Picking a child when Windows Defender scan from death was a choice. Yeah, he wasn't a very good villain. He didn't have a lot of screen time anyway to begin with, and there were threads there of possibility. But Rosa, our speculation was more interesting than them as a character thus far to this point. You like Calyx, but more because he is so petulant yet capable. It is a refreshing change from Asahi. I mean, yeah. I mean, the director there was more Asahi than Asahi. That creepy ass locker room with just pictures of Calyx. Calyx has offered you the opportunity to confront him directly. No, not confront him directly. Confront his creations directly. And though it feels much like riding face first into an ambush, we have little choice. And we are to destroy the song, though. If we are to destroy the memories he supposedly has stored in the upper reaches of the Mesoterminal, then that is where we must go. While I'm still upset at being deprived of my moment, I nevertheless did my due diligence. I can confirm that the relay we found was indeed transmitting surveillance data to a device somewhere in living memory. Is that where my portals went? Wait, was Calyx jinxing our portals this entire time? That son of a bitch. He's the greatest of criminals. Delivery window for tomorrow has changed. It is now... Oh, thank Jesus. Okay. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. is definitely better than 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. When you go fight Calyx, pray, let me fight alongside you. She wants to punch a bitch. Let's go, Sphene. Let me fight for the memory of Otis and Zelenia, and for the other Sphene I may have become. But more importantly, for my beloved kingdom and a joyful tomorrow. It has always been your fight as much as ours, if not more, of course, but no reckless heroics. If things take a grim turn, I'll keep you safe. It's been her fight. Thank you for understanding what this means to me. I'll be coming with you as well. You know my reasons. And Erenville's gonna be like, I'll be sat here because I don't fight anybody. It hardly needs saying, but your fellow Scions have also every intention of accompanying you into battle. So adamant were Alice and the others on this point that they have already left for living memory. Question, I live on the East Coast, and with the NA servers, I always have over 200 plus ping, but only with 14. Any tips to help? I live in Nova Scotia, Grey J. I live in the armpit of the East Coast, so I'm even further out than you. Honestly, if you can swing it, a VPN might help you out some. I would say Mudfish. Mudfish is very strong. I've used Mudfish in the past. You pay as you go. It's not a subscription service like other VPNs. Mudfish can definitely help a lot with it. I just raw dog it, Grey J. I do VPN would help, yes. Mudfish is a little bit on the technical side of things. I will preface that. Essentially it helps you reroute better, more efficiently to it, so that way you're not, 200 ping. Thankfully I'm on fiber internet, and I guess that helps out to a certain degree. But I am in Nova Scotia, so you get 150, 200. Yeah, I'm about 110, 120 usually, around there. And Rosa is in the UK. I have 150 ping, but I am in Western Europe, to the NA servers. Routing matters a lot. Yeah, so they help out with routing a great deal more than just raw dogging it. Like right now it says sending 16, but receiving 800. Jesus. Okay. That seems a little off, but damn. But yeah, like I said, I'm in Nova Scotia, so I'm even more northeast, out in the middle of the ocean, than most of the states are East Coast. So yeah, you could try a VPN. Again, Mudfish probably has the least amount of cost. I don't know if Mudfish has a free mode. There's a lot of bad rural nodes in the US, yeah. So again, if you can connect clear, and that's part of the thing. It's I was telling Medic earlier, Medic Angel there in chat earlier was having issues downloading the patch, because you have to disconnect until you get a good node, until you get a good connection that's routed better to get to it. There isn't a ton you can do outside of the VPN, unfortunately. Outside of I don't know, ISP, stuff like that. I've never used NordVPN. I've only ever used Mudfish. You paid like $5 in for Mudfish, and it covered me for a long ass time. Yeah, that's what I did, Finny. It covered me for like, I don't know, several months. I've never used NordVPN, so I couldn't speak to how good it is. But I understand that. I think the benefit of it, like a NordVPN, is that they just set it up for you, whereas Mudfish requires you to get in there and set things up yourself. It's easier now, I think, than what it used to be. As long as you remember to turn it off. Yeah, gotta turn it off and turn it on when you need it. But I just raw dog the game with my ping, but I have very good internet, so that helps out a little bit. And I just deal with it. Sometimes it's hilarious, because sometimes I'll just be there hanging out, and I move and I'm out of the AoE, and then the AoE goes off, and then I get fucking blasted. So there's that. But yeah, I see, if you want a way more precise, way better connection, try a VPN. It doesn't hurt to go with Nord or whatever other VPN you can access easily. Would probably see you have better results. Sometimes way more prominent. And 150 only Reaper and Gunbreaker are not properly playable. Yeah. But yeah, it also depends on the content you're doing. Obviously, if you're a Savage Raider, you want some of that precision. So yeah, just try a VPN, whatever you're comfortable trying out, be on your technical side of things, or you're just throwing money at something. It sucks, because also the netcode in this game also sucks on top of everything else. But at the very least, try a VPN and hope that it works for you. Hopefully it does work and allows you to have a more reasonable experience, because I've been there before with bad ping, and it's the worst. Not that my ping was much better when the servers were in Montreal, but that was at least nice. That wasn't me farting, that was a car outside. Or was it? This ping is crazy, and only in this game. Yeah, no, I understand, Grey J. The game is worth it, I'll say that much. But obviously, yeah, try a VPN. Be diligent about when it's on, when it's off. And give it a shot, because the game's fantastic. The game is really, really good. It's just very unfortunate that they moved the servers over to fucking NorCal. And it's not that great. It's not that great. There's a lot between NorCal and everywhere else, so it can feel really bad at times. I think it was when the ATT servers were really, really, really bad. Let's see. I cleared M2S with such lag. I had to rely on sheer muscle memory and callouts because I couldn't see anything. There you go. Yeah, and like I said, speaking to what Sander and Rosa are saying, they're over across the way, across the Atlantic. Even Sturza did ultimates, and like other people I know did ultimates, but VPN is key to reduce it greatly and bring it into more manageable. Like I think even if you get a VPN, obviously that 800 being insane, it'll still bring it more in line because of the routing to it. So forget the benefits of just a VPN. Just getting around all that nonsense should be a pretty big boon. So adamant were Alizé and the others on this point that they have already left her living memory. I am more than ready to do the same. I'll keep patrolling the streets for signs of trouble, especially from anyone wearing neo-regulators. Should you need anything from me, I'll be on standby here in the back room. I really want to go with you too, but I know I can't. I know that sometimes you have to be patient and trust in your friends. Oh, Harlequin, Cryo and I think that we should talk to Gosan before we leave for living memory. Under Calix's direction, preservation has helped shape Alexandria's society for centuries. Taking him down will have serious consequences, and we need to warn the officials in charge about what we intend. Justifications aside, we shall be acting against the wishes of all who desire to become endless. Exactly. We don't know if Gosan will approve or oppose our chosen course, but either way, leaving without a word is the wrong thing to do. Imagine just leaving without a word and not, you know, taking the time to say literally anything. Kind of weird. Come, we should be on our way. Resolution first, yes? Be safe, everyone. We'll see you when it's over. Hell yeah, little hacker mans. I'm just very lucky to be basically living right next to the EU to NA undersea cable. Location, location, location. Alright, cool. So that'll take us over to Gosan in the government sector. This version of this song is very good, by the way. Very good version of that song. And now we go back to this iterate. No, okay, we're still okay. The music maintains through this. I like it. Alright, that's cool. These stairs weird me out. Okay, anyway, Max is 11. I've gone early. I need to go make nachos. Nachos for Mimi and me! Go enjoy some food, friends. Get some water. Enjoy yourselves. I'll be back in 3 hours for some Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. We're going to try and finish the DLC. Apparently it's a long quest, so we'll see what we can do there. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. And again, as a reminder, if you're not already following my bestie Psyche, she'll be back again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern. Maybe? I don't think she's canceling tomorrow. She said she might have, but I don't think she has. She is? But either way, follow Psyche. She's great. She's lovely. You'll enjoy her. She'll be back, if not tomorrow, then she'll be back on Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern. Come hang out with us. We have a good time. We have a lot of fun. Thank you for coming out, friends, for the map. Sorry that they were terrible again. But yeah, bye YouTube. Thank you, Antonio. But yeah, I'm gonna go